Be good today, Warner. Be good today.
Was he bad yesterday?
Oh, he was shit.
First star yesterday. You
no good. Wasn't talking. Hey, give us your top 5 shawarmas. No, I'm not. I can't. Not doing it.
How good was the top 5 yesterday?
Which one did you do?
Didn't I do one yesterday?
No,
you were asked about movies, and you said I can't. It's too.
I don't have the problem with the top 5 shawarmas is I don't have 5.
I don't. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it.
He did an amazing Bonton top 5 on Friday that you missed.
Beef? Did you? I saw you have baseball ribeyes.
Yeah, he had cheesecake, meat pies, baseball ribeye, beef ribs, and potato salad. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What are you getting that? Because you're getting like absolute by like at the most a medium rare in there, right? On a baseball, like it's
never more than that. Please, you're just ruining it.
I'm better at all things than
right.
You two idiots. So when I cook, I do medium rare.
So on the medium side of medium rare.
Got it.
Okay, I'll accept that. Yeah,
medium rare.
Medium rare.
Mm-hmm.
If you passed medium,
so it's just
have you ruined the meat?
I don't like anything past medium. You haven't ruined the meat. It's just you've changed the flavor, the texture,
yeah. Got it.
If you douse it in blackened seasoning and aged white cheddar, you can go to medium well.
Really?
Oh yeah, because you've seasoned it up so much. It's not as good. Depends on the steak too. Is it a lean cut of meat or is it got some fat in it? What are you guys doing? Do we have?
No, I'm putting something in here. I didn't know we were going to go this way, but I want to make sure I do this in order for dumb Jack. Is Jack sick? Is that what it is?
I don't think so, Jack.
Because you had said something about him being sick.
Jack is sick.
Yeah, I'm not feeling great.
Oh, for what?
Well, he went out once on the
he went and got bombed on the weekend.
One night.
Well, I'm better than Jack at getting drunk, so I don't get sick
better
every
than
time.
Losers. I
was watching Anthony Robbins, Tony Robbins. That's why I'm so positive.
Old banana hands.
Yeah. That's why I'm so positive about myself.
Shallow hell. I put 3 things into the old there, Jackie boy. Miller 1, 2, and 3. JT Miller. He's moved in.
Thriller.
With, one of his old teammates, who's now a teammate again. Vincent Trocheck. Vinny must have a nice spot. He said, "Hey, you know what, JT? You're a New York Ranger again. Why don't you just slide on in? I got I got a little bunkhouse, little bunkie that you can move into."
They split in like 1,000 square feet in the Upper West Side.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not
Pulling
sure
it
how
up
that works.
to the east side.
Don't burn on the grill.
You know what? Am I interrupting if I go on a tangent? I've been looking for a comedy to watch. I think I got to go back to those beauties.
Old school?
Old school.
Early 80s. I worry, though, that they might disappoint you. There's a lot of those older
but
shows.
At least they're saying things that
you want
might shock you.
You want shock? Go watch Blazing Saddles.
Yep.
Yeah, that one's probably the roughest. That's the pinnacle. You know what is a good one is All in the Family.
All in the Family is loaded with things
tough one.
Yeah.
Archie Bunker.
Yeah, that was on Tuesdays at 6. Like,
yeah, he would have a tough time in 2025. So the first one, Jack, is so you'll see they're preparing. This is from Mama Trocheck. This is ideal. So there's JT and Vinny.
Oh yeah,
they've got some big old steaks going there. That's not nice. So I just thought let's take a closer look. Rhett, what do you make of the prep work here? That's a kind of zoomed in look at the steak.
I'm fine with it. It's not top shelf. I don't think they let it set long enough.
Yeah, there's a lot of fluids. There's a lot of
they rush to cut.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's on. This would be on what the rare side of medium rare.
Yeah, maybe what they like, and that's fine.
Just maybe what they like. But the other thing I noticed is that finally JT's happy.
He's playing like he's happy.
You know, like finally.
He was happy for a while in Vancouver before he wasn't happy. How long did he have to hear?
So he was really kind of upset and sad, but at least now there he is with his buddy. He's having steaks. He's in New York City. Life's good. Clearly, he looks ecstatic.
An American in New York City, no less.
Yeah,
American.
Yeah.
That's the pinnacle, is it not? If you're an American athlete to play in New
guess.
York, it's
I
good.
would think it'd be tough to beat, but he's been there before, so it's old news to him. It's old hat.
Yeah,
It's
he's
his.
been traded 3 times now.
It's like I've had matzo ball soup and
Gotta go
cheesecake.
with our hats.
He's done this. He's like,
It's an escalate. My head and then your head.
Yeah, your AI is screwing everything up.
Well, if you'd sit up like an adult instead of a fucking bum, or if we all just kind of.
It seemed aggressive.
See, now we're all at the same level again.
Oh, I wish I should be more like you. I already told you I'm so great.
Yeah.
Be more like me. I'm great.
I'm trying.
Back, you sit like that.
Yeah, I'm trying.
No. Tight.
How's your lower lumbar, Rhett?
It's just fine. I went and got the M sculpt and the chair treatment.
How's your pelvic floor?
Pelvic floor is tight.
Don't think it
Tight.
is.
Does it need to be tight?
Tight.
Is tight good?
Tight is good.
Tight.
You don't want no
Tight is
loose pelvic floor, Pinder. Come on.
I
Can't
don't want
be
too
doing
tight
it.
either. You want a limber pelvic floor, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Well,
The love pouring in already. There's love me some retro. He's a stud. Underrated stay-at-home muscle defenseman. Everybody.
What
needs
if Rhett said the exact same things on the show, but he was just a construction worker that somehow ended up on the show?
I don't know.
Or in the
and
same
he wouldn't
No.
have any background in a game that you don't have any background in.
Correct. Yes.
Wow. And another chilly day here in Calgary. How cold is it? Well, it's so cold. Mr. Smackin'
You're outside?
says my nips could cut glass right now. I'm outside in this.
Question.
Uh,
Very cold, obviously. We're all
Yep.
talking about it. We're avoiding it.
Hmm.
Does the heated vest / jacket cut through the cold in this type of weather? Or is it not
Heated.
even? Do you know what I mean?
The battery pack one.
The
you're talking?
battery packed one.
I've never worn one.
nor
They're
have I.
nice. They can be toasty.
Is that right?
If only I was not a construction worker and a hockey player, I'd be able to go buy some heated jackets.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. What is the
How many
What is it,
thousand
Greg?
are we dropping for a heated jacket?
About a hundo, I think.
100,000?
geez,
Come
and you know what? Here's the
No,
thing.
they're not
It's
expensive at all.
Okay.
well, now with these tariffs.
No tariffs, Steve.
They've
You're
worked
right.
it all out. It's
Stay
fine.
behind.
It's good. Yeah, I know. So the thing they announced in December that they just repeated yesterday. Oh, okay, then we'll push it off for a month. Oh, okay. Whatever.
Concessions, Dean. They made some concessions.
Cold today, cold tomorrow, then not
Cold
as cold in the weekend, but then kind of cold again, minus 15 kind of stuff next week. What the
I
H?
feel like minus 15, you can actually do things where this
Yeah.
is just no. Did you leave your house yesterday, Dino?
Yes, actually for quite a while.
Did you leave via the garage or did you actually have to set foot outside?
Oh, I was
Walk
out.
us through
It was quick though. It was like Rhett's old dog on outside. Tippy toe, tippy toe, tippy toe, tippy toe. Yeah, I had to pick up a kid and then get another kid and go to ringette practice, and then from there had to go to another place. We had something to eat, and then had to go to a shooting clinic, and then home. It was I left the house at about 2:30.
Shooting. Practicing for war, or what do you think?
Yeah, that's right. Well, look what's going on. They need a
get some
fentanyl
weapons.
czar, and I'm the man for the job.
Fentanyl's are.
Yeah, left the house at about 2:30. Got home at about 8:30.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dean.
It's a big shift.
It's a big old city out there. When you go from this part of it over to here, then to there, and up to here and over there, it's great.
All the roads. Oof.
This thing that we were going to do off-show conversation
Mhm.
next week, better.
Look, if it's not ideal for you, we'll move things around. That's fine.
It's cold.
I'm
Jack's
appreciative of people in their times. Thursday's not great. You know how I feel about Fridays. Tomorrow's really cool.
Are you going to be at the Dome Thursday? Mm,
Yeah, I think it's pointing that way.
that would be awesome.
What? Look at this. It's his JT Miller excitement face.
Yes. Somebody hasn't been traded. He's still stuck with 2 Elias Petterssons on his show. Keep that full screen up. That's good.
So pumped. Can't wait to see Nate McKinnon and Cale McCarr zip.
Actually, not for the game, just for morning skate.
Oh,
Yeah. No, we had. I believe it. I need to double back. Remember, we had our Top Shelf Elf Con, the whole thing, the charity,
Yeah.
and one of the big prizes, the Calgary Flames, Craig Conroy said, "Hey, we're going to give you some tickets to the game, and you can come watch morning skate with Craig." And I had said, "I'll come and make sure that this isn't some mouth-breathing moron and try and be a bit." That's not exactly what I said, but it's kind of what I told
Something like that, yeah.
Conroy.
You'd be the mouth-breathing moron, so that
That's
the other
right.
guy would be more
So
relaxed.
I got to go and kind of be a buffer, I think, is what it's going to be. Just kind of, okay, just stop.
Another day off, eh?
Well, you know, I learned from the best.
Walking sticks, man.
4-day weeks, buddy.
Nobody over the last decade has orchestrated more time off than our boy Retro. It was like watching Wayne in his prime, just seeing things before they happen.
Yeah.
Go where the puck's going, not where it is now. It was just an art.
So that, yeah, it's, I mean, you know, I don't want to.
So you're going to hang out with some mouth breathers and Conroy.
No, some great people who care about kids and charity.
Hopefully not mouth breathers.
It is fun. We're making fun. Sorry.
Yeah. But no, they came through. So I believe they had nailed down the Thursday game. Three things. Okay. Three things before, because we got stuff to do. I know you really want to go long today, so I want to make sure we get all this in. This show is a presentation of Bet365, the world's largest sports betting platform. Did I say the world?
I heard universe, but I might have.
I was going to say, like, is anybody going beyond that? Are we kind of pushing out there? How far? Open an account with
got some book on the moon we don't know about?
They might be. Yeah. They've got some weird Saquon Barkley stuff up there. I'll tell you what, though. Still more the markets.
Ranges.
Yeah. Use the promo code NATION when you sign up if you haven't already. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. And we've got the chat. The chat has been lit up today. They were in way early today. Yeah, the chat's a thing.
Leafs game day, man. It's all these
the Leafs.
I guess
Eastern hippies, Rhett.
They'll be tuning into our show for once, and then they'll realize that we don't talk about the game.
Are they going to talk about the game? What are they talking about?
They talked a lot about food already. They
did the meat,
the shawarma, they did the
baseball, what?
Yelling and fighting. There's some infighting.
Yeah. So the super chat, what it is, you get into the chat, you make a cash donation. We guarantee that message will get shown on the show, and then we're going to take the money and send it over to the youth centers of Calgary. That's how it goes. We've been doing really well with it, and we appreciate you.
And you know what? Chatting with our representatives at the youth centers of Calgary, they're very appreciative as well.
I hope so.
Not insignificant. So thank you to all our great viewers and such.
Very nice.
And all you Buds fans, send some money.
Yeah, send some money. Let's go. It's a Calgary Flames game day. Get your helmet on. It is the Toronto Maple Leafs in town. Goodness gracious. It's Captain America. We go to the Insider Hotline. It's a presentation of Crystal Waters, Plumbing and Heating. I hope you got hot water. I hope you have a nice warm bath to dip your toes into. And if you don't, Crystal Waters, Plumbing and Heating. We showed it last week. Boom. Our buddy Star. Oh, jeez, my hot water tank exploded. Son of a... Who do you call ordinarily? I'd have no idea. But we watch those idiots on Barn Burner, and they keep talking about Crystal Waters, Crystal Water. I know who to call. Crystal Waters. Ding, bong, bang, zing. Hot water tank.
Love to see it.
You're welcome. That's how that goes. 403-219-4100. Check them out at crystalclearcalgary.com. Joining us right now, not only an insider, not only a former Toronto Maple Leaf. He's a hero.
Boys, confidence at 100% after that intro.
How we doing, buddy? Good to see you.
Feeling strong now,
You've got the Hockey Night in Canada towel behind you.
I do. I don't know how I snuck one of those out of there, but One time, puck went off my ass, and they wanted to talk about it. I guess, Redder?
I was
Brett
trying to
has
think
one.
of. I was trying to think of what of your era there. Did Sundin drop it on the way to the shower? You just scooped her up, threw it in the bag, or
No, Hartnell was using one as a golf on a golf
Yeah.
towel, and I sniped it off of there for him.
nice.
So if we can go full screen on Rhett, Jay, we asked Rhett about the hockey night towel like yesterday by chance, and he's like, I have no idea where it is, except it's for sure in this room. So
Look
he's
at that.
literally in a
this
pile of
studio.
junk. That's a studio.
It's gorgeous. So is that back in Calgary, Redder? You're
Yeah.
setting up shop.
We're back home in Calgary. Got lots
You're a man.
of stuff to get through in the room here.
I believe it. All your
That's a-
trophies and accolades.
Mm-hmm.
The World Junior Gold was missing how long? Was that a couple of years? That was during the
It
move. and the
was
build?
it was disappeared. Somebody with more, what would you call it?
Gumption.
Organizational
Or,
skills.
yeah. Had it
Keep going.
taken care of. They knew that probably taking it out of my hands was the thing to do.
For the best.
And
good
they can have
idea,
it
yeah.
back for all I care, really.
Now, before we get into it, you've hurt me. You've hurt me deep, Rosehill. Because first, it started before Christmas. The Christmas show 2 years ago. You became a legend. You gave everyone just a peek inside the door. It's like, this guy is something special. He's got to come back for 2024. Sorry, guys, I can't make the Christmas show. We had a moment in silence. We burnt sage. It was just
I put out a 40. Yeah.
we did whatever we could to try and get by. But then we knew, you know what? After Christmas into the new year, the Jasper Pond Hockey Tournament, this guy made it spin last year. I can't make Jasper. I can't do it.
I thought that place burnt down.
Oh,
No, it's still there.
Too
Still there.
soon. Too soon.
Maybe too soon. Yeah. Maybe, yeah.
Never.
How was it? I feel bad enough. Confidence was up at 100. Now it's back down to about
Yeah, the intro.
78.
What's that shit sandwich? Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Maybe I got it in wrong levels.
You guys did it backwards. You built me up and then tore me down.
But
But
build you back up for the end. Don't worry.
Yeah,
believe
we'll
me,
build you back up.
I felt bad for all of it. Good excuse for Jasper. You know, you guys have got wives. I know Pinder, yours is a little globe trotter and they have their own lives and things. She goes down to Phoenix to see some people. I'm left with the kids, 4 hockey games, which I coach. What do you want me to do, guys? What would you have done?
Second wife.
You got any assistant coaches? It's like, hey,
A site wife up.
I'm going to
in,
need you to push
Pinder.
pucks. Can you push pucks for 1 weekend? I need to go and watch Pinder put on a clinic.
I do that enough as it is. Did Pinder do Pinder things again? I'm guessing.
We had Johnny Lazarus. He was our weapon.
He's good
He
at it.
definitely, he'd never played on real ice before, just like inside the arena ice. So it took him about 2 shifts. Then he figured it out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Another championship.
No, we lost to Aaron Volpatti and his stinking Minnesota Night Roosters.
Wow.
Yeah, they were good. They were very good. They were pretty good.
There's a Bemidji State helmet in there. There was an NHL
Yeah.
helmet. I'm like, we're a little over our skis here.
Yeah. There was, you know what it was? There was age, conditioning, and skill. They had us
Played
in
a
all
factor.
3. Yeah.
Who would have
And
thought?
you add all 3 up and equals a loss.
And
But
to give them
we-
credit, hangovers, they might have taken and drunkenness as well, because it was quite
Really?
a show that team put on.
Yeah, it
That's
was good.
impressive. Well, at least it went to a good party. I mean, if a bunch of nerds come into town and win it, it's no fun for
It's
anybody.
true. Yeah, it's true. But here, you know what it is? We're booking you in early now for the Drinky show. And so now when it comes, hey, I've got 9 kids and my wife's going to Japan. Sorry, babe. I told Booms and the guys back in February that I was doing the Christmas show in Jasper.
It's
So
in the calendar for 10 months.
yeah. We're
No,
right on it.
the Christmas show, like I know what it's about, and there's no driving out of that place, and I'm like stuck in Calgary. Like, what the logistics of it? I mean, if you guys want to send me a car, and I mean, you're the biggest show in Alberta.
We'll do
I mean,
it. If that's
Yeah,
what
why
it
not?
takes, then yes.
Do a little
Yeah.
planning for the guy if it means that much. to
Rhett's
you.
got a lot of money. Rhett's got so
We
much
can
money.
send cars.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How do you get to Olds?
We have
Like,
budgets and
It's
what kind of a
$100
dog wagon do we need to send out there?
$100 Uber. I heard all the
100.
ads you're reading off before I got here.
Yeah.
I've brought my kids hockey gear to work more than enough times to know what an Uber back to Olds is. I've done that twice. throwing hockey gear in the back of an Uber and send her back to Olds, boys. I wasn't supposed to take this with me.
Not gonna make her.
I
All
know,
right,
I thought it'd be more than that. That's not bad, eh?
Not bad at all.
yeah, it's not bad.
Pretty reasonable.
So it's a big game tonight here at the Saddle Dome, at the Pengrowth Saddle Dome, at Skyreach
Canadian
Center.
Airlines.
The Leafs are in town. I don't know if you knew that. So it's a pretty big day for everybody to have the Trelivings in town. How have the Trelivings been the last little bit here? Looks a little streaky, Jay, a little up and down.
Yeah, they have been. I'd say post-Christmas, a couple of skids they've gone on, maybe a couple 3 gamers, but just like in the playoffs with this group, it doesn't make sense. It's a very Leafy thing, as we say in the biz, but it doesn't make sense. They have a high-octane, offensively gifted core that they've provided all the money to, and when they come up short, it's in goal scoring. And I think they're 100% when they score 3 goals in a game. They're unbeaten, and that group should not be coming up short the way they do. But oddly enough, that has been their Achilles heel, is not being able to score the goals. And, during a 3-game slide, they scored a total of 3 goals, which is just unacceptable for that group. They pulled themselves out against the pesky Oilers, and now they're looking to do the same against your Flamers.
What's the goaltending? Because Stolarz, we talked about it, a month into the season, about what the Leafs need. Well, the Leafs, they don't need scoring. They got plenty of that. Well, what if they need some help in net? And then Stolarz was really good. Yeah. He's been out now, like Matt Murray. They brought him, like, what? Dead and forgot to lie down. Matt Murray, how is he? I didn't even know he was still in the league. He's back. And Joseph Wall, he gets hurt. He gets back. What's the goaltending been without Stolarz? I didn't think any team would be missing Anthony Stolarz, but maybe the Leafs are.
Yeah, I mean, to start the year, well, they've been killed by injuries, the Leafs, this year. They didn't even get out of the gates from camp unscathed, and they lost Wool right off the bat. But those 2 goalies have been hamming and egging it really well, and both of them, for the whole body of their work for when they're healthy, has been fantastic. And Stoley's just about to come back. I wouldn't be surprised if he snuck one in here before the Four Nations face-off break. But he's been phenomenal, and so has Wool in his absence. Like I said, they've been hamming and egging it pretty good. Wool stood on his absolute head up in Edmonton and kind of solidified that win. But if we can get both those goaltenders healthy, the way they're both playing when they were healthy, I mean, the biggest problem in between the pipes is figuring out who to play and when. And do you just switch hit them, or do you ride the hot hand, or who do you even call the hot hand when both of them are coming off great performances? So, I mean, everyone in Leafs Nation is hoping that picks up where it left off when Stoley's hurt. But like I said, Wool, for a guy without a ton of experience, hasn't been a number 1 guy and has battled injuries for his tenure in the league. He's done a hell of a job during Stolarz' absence here.
How has it been so quiet on the Marner front? I mean, he's a UFA. He's got the no trade. He's basically got all the leverage in this theoretical, either game of chicken or negotiation, whatever you want to call it, between him and the Leafs. His last contract was incredibly heavily criticized. He was the poster boy for playoff failures. It's dead silent. What's going on, and what do you think happens?
Well, just like everyone, when you're talking about the Leafs, the only thing that really matters is the playoffs. And Mitch is doing Mitch things in his contract year. He's playing phenomenal. He's got points coming out the yin-yang, and he's oftentimes the Leafs' best player. And people are used to that. A lot of people are just, they have his poster on their kid's wall, and they love him, and they want him to re-sign forever. Other people are hesitant, but they get a lot of flack when they say we need to move on from this guy, and he's putting up the points that he is. So at the end of the day, the only thing that really matters here is the playoffs. And I think that the Leafs would be smart to wait until the playoffs are over. I realize you can't get anything for him if you choose to move on from it, but with the salary cap going where it is, with what he would make, and with John Tavares coming off the cap as far as an $11 million hit, whether they resign him or not, there's going to be room to play with. So I really believe that the play is see what they do in the playoffs. If Mitch stems up and becomes the hero in the playoffs, and they go to the Eastern Conference Finals, and he proves he can get it done in the postseason, I believe they'll extend him. And if not, they might walk away from him. I don't see a world where a trade happens in this day and age with the salary cap and whatnot, and with him holding all the cards with his no move clause. I think that's the most likely scenario, but I don't think the Leafs would be smart to do anything unless they see what he can do this year in the playoffs.
It's interesting how quick things can change, because now you've got the Tavares deal. What is it done this year? Is this it?
It's up. He's at 11 mil, and
Yeah. Because
he's
for the
having a hell of a
longest
year.
time, it was, the Leafs have so much money, they can't do all of this money. Well, then if Tavares goes, or
This-
even if
this
he
is
resigns at a lower number, the cap's going up and all. They're not in peril anymore. You could conceivably keep Mitch Marner. I mean, I know you've been critical of Marner, and who hasn't been, based on his playoff performance in the past, but I mean, the guy's leading them in points. He does nothing but get points. He gets them to the playoffs along with some others, but he's a hell of a good player. And for as soft as he's criticized as being, he puts up with a lot of shit and abuse. He seems to love it there. All you want is guys that want to play for your team. Here's a guy that clearly loves the Leafs. I am interested to see how this does play out.
Yeah, and it'll be exactly that. It'll be interesting. I don't know where Shanahan and Tree Living's head is at as far as Mitch Marner. I don't know how much stock they put in him and how much they're willing to allocate to him. But there's two different things. They can, if they move on from him, I mean, the cap goes up, you get him off the books, and I think they will sign John Tavares based on.
They'll come back on a friendly deal, won't they? Like low money.
I would
Just
think
made
so.
$77 million.
Yeah, he's coming. And everyone thought when he signed that, the last 2 years of that deal, he's going to be, he's not going to be worth it at all, but we're putting in the eggs in the basket right now to get him to Toronto. But he's, I mean, maybe not $11 million, but he's having a hell of a good year. He's putting up tons of, point a game type of guy, and is doing everything you could ask for a player at that situation in his contract. So you get him down to, say, $5 million. There you open up another 6, the cap goes up, and if you walk away from Mitch, and everyone knows that the UFA crop coming in is pretty heavy, so there's reason to believe that could be something in a direction that they could go in and try to revamp their team, especially if they do the exact same thing in the playoffs and come up short and can't score the goals. I mean, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. That's kind of what they've been doing for the last 8-9 years with this core 4, if you want to still call it that. So I think it's a huge year for Mitch Marner in particular, and for the Leafs specifically in the playoffs this year, as it always is. But I think the direction of this team will be dictated by this year's playoffs.
How's Berube been?
I think good. Not like they play a different style. They're more accountable. There's less loopy, shooty circus stuff going on, and that starts with the big boys. You remember years past, they seem to try to want to win games 7-6, and that's just not indicative of a good hockey team that's going to go far in the playoffs. North-south hockey is what Chief calls it. High percentage plays. It's not that waist high cross rink sauce pass anymore. They're getting it deep. They're chasing it down. And, their power play has struggled, but they're starting to figure out, you funnel more pucks to the net, you're going to get more opportunities. So it seems like he's got them with a bit of a different identity, but I thought he'd be a little bit more bark towards these guys and hold them accountable and be more vocal and maybe intense as far as the accountability would be concerned. But that being said, they've been playing pretty solid and they've been riddled with injuries. So it's hard to think that yelling and screaming would make a big difference in that locker room. But so far, so good with Chief. And again, with anything else with the Toronto Maple Leafs, the deciding factor is going to be what happens in the playoffs.
I see Nylander's back at 30. It's his 5th 30-goal season. You've got Matthews, so he's the star and all that. He's now the captain and the disgruntled. You got Marner, he takes a beating. And then just right down the middle, steady is Nylander. Boy, it's a lot of money for Nylander, and it seems like he's kind of worth it.
Yeah.
Guy seems like, I don't know if it's thick skin or his give a shit meter doesn't really move a whole lot, but he produces. He's kind of the silent assassin there for the Leafs.
He is. He's kind of like the golden boy. He can do no wrong, and he doesn't really care. He does weird stuff. He's very aloof. He doesn't get worked up emotionally. I mean, during their 3-game skid, he's in the media scrum and he's like, "So what? We lost 3 in a row. What's the big deal?" And I mean, if Austin said that, if Mitch said that, if anybody said that, the city would probably burn down. But it's Nylander saying it, and Willie goes out and I think he had 2-1 the next night or something. He does what he wants out there, and he gets away with it because he produces. I mean, watch tonight. I'd put money that he gets a breakaway. It seems like he's averaging like 2 breakaways a game. He's got, and it's not by cheating or blowing the zone. He's just got a nose for it and a knack for it. But when he turns it on, he is very effective. There's a reason he doesn't take a lot of heat. It's because he shows up when it matters, and people just like his personality. I think he's tailor-made for the market of Toronto.
Fans here are going to appreciate. Sorry, Ryan. I was just going to just ask about Tanev. Fans of Calgary appreciated him. You see him on a nightly basis, and you see the stuff that he does, and the sacrifices, and the pounding that he takes. But then you go outside the city limits to other fan bases, and you say, "Oh, this guy's pretty good." What do you talk about? Because I laughed when I think it was Drager said, "No, Tanev be all right for the Four Nations," and the whole hockey world was like, "What are you talking about? Are you hammered?" How's he been in Toronto for season 1?
Yeah, he's been fantastic. I mean, he is one of those guys where you don't, he's not on the highlight package. He doesn't show up on the score sheet very heavily. And if you're not watching or paying attention to him, you probably don't really notice. Everyone knows, okay, he's blocked a shot with his face. He blocks shots. Okay. But to me, when you watch him, he has no panic, and he has a poise with the puck, to not that he's doing flashy things with it, but he makes the plays out of his zone all the time. You watch him getting backed into a corner. I played defense before at the professional level for a couple of years and probably couldn't hack it, which is why they switched me to forward. But I know how quickly your time and space can get turned around, and how detrimental your mistakes are. And you just watch the guy. You think he's in a corner. You think he has no options. You think he's outmanned, and he just makes these plays, and they're simple, and they look easy, but they're not. And I think it's something that's easy to go unnoticed. As you mentioned, he's a guy that doesn't get, the tip of the cap very often, but it's those little things that just keep the line changes going, keep the momentum rolling, get the puck out of your net. You don't get hemmed in. He keeps the puck moving north. He does it very well, and I don't think he gets enough credit for it. He's been phenomenal for the Leafs.
It's like that Rhett Warner, sometimes off the glass and out. Simple. That's what you need, right?
Retired at 32? No, I don't think so. Nope.
You didn't get a 6-year deal when you were 32, Rhett? There's no Robida Island back then?
There was an island. I got to go live on it by myself. It was
Warner Island. So we're 31 days from the deadline. What's on the shopping list? I know early on in the year, the goalies had to win people over. The defense has always been an area they've looked to improve. You've talked about the offensive skill, but suddenly depth forward. Like, what would you prioritize the ad for Treliving and company?
Yeah, well, two things. I think depth at center, a third line center is fairly needed. And I think a defense partner, specifically one to potentially play with Morgan Rielly. And it's odd. I mean, if Morgan Rielly was playing up to his potential, how many $7.5 million defensemen are you scrambling to try to find him a partner? That guy's supposed to be the one that you help the other guy out with and make your partner better, but everyone seems to be scrambling to try to find someone for Morgan Rielly to play with. And unfortunately, for a guy that's supposed to be, an offensive threat, a defensive juggernaut, he's doing neither right now. And to be honest, he's been a liability to the team. So I hope that he finds his game somehow. I mean, we're starting to creep into February here, and you're looking at the deadline. Time's kind of running out, and I think they need somebody to make him better, and just to fill out the blue line, as there's guys like Morgan Rielly who aren't necessarily pulling their weight. On the forward side of thing, I think a 3C is necessary. Max Domi's in that spot right now, and I think he's better suited off to play on the wing. He's had a tough season as well. If he gets up to his potential, I think it'll help the bottom six out a lot. But I think a lot of people realize he's better suited on the wing with a little less responsibility. I think he's feeling it right now. I think his confidence is low, and he's got this huge monkey on his back for not scoring at all compared to what he's used to. And I think people know what Max's potential is with playing physical, being a bulldog, being in everyone's face, but also being able to make plays and finish them as well. So I think those are spots that they're going to be a necessity to fix if you want to go on a deep run this year. And at the same time, if you can get those two guys to elevate their games and you make the changes, I think it would help this lineup out a lot. Problem is they don't have a whole lot to offer in return. Everyone's yelling, oh, get this guy, get that guy. And the average fan doesn't really understand how difficult it is to make a trade in this league. You don't have a whole lot of assets. You don't have a first-round draft pick this year. The two main prospects that are coming down the barrel, I think they're going to be hesitant to part with. So it's going to be difficult for the Leafs to make much of a splash this year at the deadline.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about Domi. 3 goals. He strikes me as a guy who will do things for you if he's not scoring. But I feel like that he wasn't brought back. He wasn't brought in there to not score. I think there was some expectation that he's going to have maybe 10, 15 goals. 3 is not where you want to see him.
No, you look at like a Bobby McMahon. He's overshadowed Domi for sure, coming out of nowhere. Undrafted Alberta kid, and his shot is really it's underrated. He's got a shot that, like, even Austin Matthews has said, like, this guy's got a rocket that can come off like nothing, and it's accurate. And he's showcased that a few times. And Domi's just, I really thought that he was gonna flourish under Craig Berube. I thought that he's a guy that can get goals and that can make plays. He's got a pass first mentality, but he's also got that dog in him where he'll chase down a puck and he'll bury a guy and he'll get in guys' faces and bring that intensity to the game. And really haven't seen any of it this season. He had a bit of success there when he was playing with McMahon himself and Nick Robertson, who's also a guy that's trying to figure out where he fits in this league, if anywhere. And if it's not going for that line in particular, which it was for a little while, there hasn't been a whole lot more to show for it. So I'm sure he's wanting as much as anyone to get things going this season.
How's the kids' hockey? You mentioned, are we in cities? Do you have cities when you're like, what's the story there?
Yes, it's not just a rural outdoor rank league, even though you guys don't venture your minds outside of the big city very often. Right. There's lots happening up here. 2 boys. They're U9 and U13.
Mm-hmm.
And it's that crossover season where you can see the end of the tunnel with the hockey. And oh my God, we only have how many games left? But already I was in Red Deer yesterday for lacrosse tryouts, and they're trying garb on for the youngest one, spring hockey, and it just never ends, Boom. It just never, ever ends. I don't think the parents that make the schedules know what an off day is.
I saw Jay at some spring thing last year, and I'm like, there's some psycho parents there. This is crazy. When I was playing, we never did this shit. I played in the NHL. These parents are loony.
What happened to learning? What happened to water skiing or golfing in the summertime? That's gonzo now, hey?
No, that's not focused, Jay. You got to get focused and you got to get committed. Come on, man.
You gotta make time to see your sports psychologist and your nutritionist in the off season when you're 11.
When are you foam rolling? Like
when you're 11.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got to go meet with my nutritionist. I'd love to go to the park, but
after I see my nutritionist. I got the schedule here, Mom. Come on.
Well, the thing is, you're seeing these kids that are just freaks, man. I mean, there's so many generational players who, and the more you go back and watch like 80s and 90s hockey, you're like, Jesus, man, these guys are barely specialized in their sport, you know? And nowadays they're like from another planet. But that's the byproduct of having, I mean, if you want to make it today, I don't think you can do it by just being, Mr. Try Hard and go out there and give it your all and find a niche. You got to be a freak. And unfortunately, it takes your parents' time and money and effort and being a one sport maniac in order to make it nowadays. I believe that. I see it every day. And obviously the end product is pretty cool by watching all these guys in the NHL, but God, do these kids give a lot to their sport at a young age.
Is it a dream or a nightmare? Sebs Leafs, because it could line up that way. Right now, today, if it ended, I think Florida's tops. It would be the 2-3. It'd be Toronto, Ottawa. There's a chance it could be 1 versus a wild card. We haven't seen one of these in a while. I know we had a one-off of a Battle of Alberta, like since the 90s. It was 2022, nothing since. But like, what would that mean to you? What do you remember about the old ones? Are you in favor?
It's tough to say. It's a cool story. It's a storyline. It's a media heyday in Battle of Ontario. And it's starting to become a pretty strong reality as they start to make a push. The Red Wings are moving and pushing other teams down like the Tampa and the Bostons. But it's very possible. I just, knowing the Leafs history and what they've done, I mean, they're up 3-1 to Montreal. That's a dream. And they blow that. Like, there's room for more heartbreak. The more storylines like that you start pumping down the barrel, unfortunately.
I like it.
Well, you're great. This is the bottom part. This is the
sandwich. Yeah.
The sandwich. We love you. We miss you. You're awesome.
Hey, I'll be at the Dome tonight if you guys want to pop in for a Dome beer.
Are you what Leafs? Did you just show a card? Leafs alumni? Get into wherever?
No, my brother. I like to pretend like I'm that guy, but my brother I have to ride his coattails to the Flames games these days.
Nice.
We be at though.
You're a sweet boy. We love you. We appreciate you. Glad to hear that you're doing well. You look great. Hair's on point. Man,
Glad
Skin
to
looks great
see.
there. Yeah.
Glad to see Rhett's just giving her on all cylinders these days.
Is that what you got to do? Is get focused and prepared for all like when you do this stuff?
I pretend like I do, but it's pretty easy. You watch the highlights with a coffee and then just go turn on the computer. That's my go-to.
AI.
Find co-hosts that do the work. Right, like Alberga comes in with all the notes and the math and all the prep and stuff.
No,
and
He is a hockey nerd, so
Yeah.
why not use your resources?
Partner with a nerd. There's the plan.
play to the strikes.
Like high school.
listen, earmuffs, Boomer and Pinder.
Oh, yeah,
Earmuffs.
okay, yeah.
These phony pricks. They have AI nowadays. You type in one command and it just spits it all out for you. Like they're really putting in the time.
Everyone thought that was going to be the end of these media guys, but it turns out it's their crutch. Hey, I knew it. Not an original thought in those two brains, is there?
Just reading script here, Jay.
Just let us know when you guys are done talking.
All right, earmuffs off.
Okay, good.
Sorry,
Jay
Nathan.
Rosehill, everybody. Be good,
Enjoy the
buddy.
game, boys. Thanks for having me.
Love you. Take care. There he is. The pride of Olds, Alberta, Jay Rosehill, former Flyer. Loved it. It was 2 years ago. Had him on the Christmas show, and we were just shooting the shit as we do. He says, "You know what, man? When I was I just wanted to play for the Red Deer Rebels. It would have been a dream to play in Red Deer. It's all I wanted." Texted Sutter. That's like, Jay Rosehill. He says all he ever wanted to be was a rebel, and you never showed him any love. He's like, you wanted to be some U.S. college kid. We said that to Jay. He's like, whoa, for what? No shit.
He was begging to get listed, and they said they were all full. They wouldn't even list him.
He was some NCAA darling.
Like Seattle listed him, and he's like, I'm not leaving the province. What are you talking about? I don't play for the Rebels.
What are we doing? He's one of the good ones there. He's a good boy.
A good run there last year. It was the Christmas show, and then Jasper, and then immediately followed by the Toronto All-Star Week festivities that definitely didn't get out of control with Rosehill meeting up with his alumni buddies.
He was over Pindered is what he was.
I was Rosehilled, but we got dispensaried at the beginning. That was probably the stage.
Yeah, it became apparent. Sometimes I think I'm going to hit it off with this person, just from the outskirts. Watch Rosehill and Pinder are going to be a problem.
There's a staff policy. We're not allowed.
This is a
no
problem.
Coincidence. We haven't seen him since.
Yeah, these two. Oh, you can't make the Christmas. So okay, yeah, no. Jasper,
he's not Jasper. Right. Weird. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. What? Find the event Pinder can't go to, and then we'll RSVP in for Rosie. So I mean, not hard hitting there. It's the Leafs are what they are. Nothing matters to the playoffs. It's the way it's been for a number of years, and it just remains that way. It's not a bad thing. It's probably a good thing when it means you're getting to the playoffs. You're a playoff team. Now it's a matter of getting over that hump, and that's easier said than done, obviously. But there's something to that weighs heavy, I would think.
I also think when we asked about Berube and he hasn't really been that hard, he knows like what's at stake here, like seeding. It's not like a 1 seed has changed Toronto's fortunes. They've blown it as a wild card, a 3, a 2, a 1. Like he'll start pressing buttons and using some of that, I guess, ammunition when it matters. And there's a few teams in the league that are like that. It's, Colorado's got a cup, but no one really cares where they are in the standings. They're going to be a team to reckon with in the playoffs. I think Dallas, Edmonton, it's the same thing. Do you think Florida cares where they finish? Like they're just trying to get into the playoffs and do it again.
Nylander's almost perfect for that place where there's so much scrutiny and pressure, but it doesn't affect them. I'm just going to take the train to the game. Oh, hey, how you doing? Yeah, great. Power play stinks. Yeah, whatever. I'm going to score 30 again. 5, whatever it is, 5 straight years, or his 5th anyway. Unique dude. I kind of appreciate what that guy's all about. And then we saw the clip when he was stop fucking crying, man. Where he's giving it to Marner or whoever on the bench, when they're all worked out. Just fucking play, man. Stop crying. Just go and play.
He's immune to the market. He might be one of the only guys there. Because Mitch is all about it, and other guys are like, ooh, this is a little bright. I don't know if this is for me, but Nylander may as well be playing in a rink of 0 people or 100,000. It's no different.
The market could use more Nylander.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know when his deal was up, it was one of the first decisions that Treliving had to make. And he noted, like, look, this market's tough on a lot of guys. It does not faze him at all. I can't lose this guy to free agency because he's one of the guys that I don't worry about performing when it matters. And
they can't trade him. Although we'd have said the same thing about Mikko Rantanen. He's an impending. He's going to be. He's UFA. Needs a contract.
Nylander.
No, sorry, I'm Mitch Marner. Because it's very quiet about Mitch Marner. He's a UFA, but he's having a great season. Can't imagine losing that guy for nothing, but you can't trade him.
Well, he's got the no move, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's controlling the whole thing. That's probably why it's quiet.
He's already said, don't call
me anywhere.
Like, F off.
And if you're Treliving, it's like, yeah. So what? You're gonna piss off your star player? I thought this would be a real hot spot. It's been dead silent.
It's been,
how in the world do we have a guy in the top 10 in league scoring wherever he's at as a UFA, and no one's even saying a word?
Yeah, but shouldn't I understand what you're saying, but the other side of it is he has said, don't bother talking to me about trades for sure. And if you're Toronto, if he's basically a UFA already. And it's not like you can't attract other UFAs if his money leaves.
It is interesting. Like, if he's gone, are they not immediately pushing on Rantanen if he's still available? 100%.
Yes, they might be in better shape. Like, and that's not to take anything away from Marner. He's been awesome.
Tavares will come back at something friendly, like 3 to 5, because he's banked $1 zillion, and he wants to be there. Clearly, he's got the pajamas.
Yes.
He'll play 3C next year, and you got more money to spend, and the cap's going up like crazy. I thought this was going to be a real problem for the Leafs. It looks like a real strong spot for them, because they could say, if it's not you, Mitch, we'll just give the money to some other guy that wants to, because you want to be in Toronto. Let's make it work.
But that only works in markets like Toronto or Vegas, or you know what I mean? It's the teams like Calgary and Buffalo and the lower down on the desirability scale of places to live, right? Those are the teams that have to worry about losing guys, because if they lose a Marner, it's hard to attract guys to your team. Yeah,
and they're in a window to win. Like, you're not going to play with the shitty Leafs missing the playoffs. You're going to play with Austin Matthews and William Nylander, and it's a good team if you're a free agent. Like, here's some other guys. Nikolai Ehlers. You think it's gonna be tough to go throw money at him if you miss out on Marner? Brad Marchand still doesn't have a deal. He's a free agent this summer. I know that would be crazy because it's in division, but like, if Boston's not good and Marchand had to watch what they did to Swayman, and he's been playing below market his whole career. Like, maybe he's just done doing favors for the Bruins if they're not good anymore.
You think it's still the same with Toronto?
For what?
For guys that want to be there?
Yes. It's a great city.
It's the largest hockey market on earth. You either love that or you hate
it. It's a massive city, and there's so many players from around there. Yes, I do. The money the guys make so much money now, it doesn't matter. But I mean, you got guys, you can have a second career signing autographs.
Yeah.
You can make a lot of money. Like, yes. I know everyone says, oh, it's hard and it's spotlight, and it's like, I don't think maybe I would have had the right personality, but
I just look at that team that's over your shoulder, the Florida Panthers, as they go and visit the White House yesterday, and Matthew Tkachuk is saying how great it is to be an American and how much it means to him. So, you could go to some there's some other markets where you have no friggin' pressure and the lifestyle is great.
What people don't want, though. It's not always what people. Everyone's different. I'm not saying the whole league wants to go play in Toronto, but it's a win. First of all, they win. They're very popular. They're exceptionally well taken care of. And it's Toronto. There is appeal to playing in a pressure-packed situation.
If you're from Ontario, like, what percentage of the league is from there? Like, I get Matthew's position. He's an American. He won a cup on an American team. Cool. But like, there's a lot more people from Ontario that love to play for the Leafs than people in the American Southeast that get to play for Florida. Like, it's
no, I know. I just wonder.
I understand the conversation. I'm not trying to fight, but it's just like there is a unique appeal to the largest city in Canada, the largest hockey market on earth. And if you're from Ontario and you drove in to watch the Blue Jays on a weekend in the summer, you've been to the X, like, it's a market unlike any other. It's an original 6 team. And if you ever won there, well, that's the thing. You could show up for no less than $10,000 to write your name on shit anytime you wanted, anywhere. Because
I want to have lifestyle and I want a chance to win. Well, the Leafs have not won since 1967. And I don't know how much closer they are to being a legit cup threat than they have been in any of the last 10 years. It feels like they're about the same as where they've been.
There's a lot of teams getting long on that list, though. Like, obviously 67, you hear about it because of it's Leafs land. 89, like, there's plenty of teams that haven't won forever. The Sabres have been in the league since the 70s. So
if there's a list of 10 contenders that you think have a legit chance to win the cup, like the Leafs have been on that list a lot. Have
And
they
if the
done it?
Leafs
No.
win,
Does it mean they can't do it next? No, it also doesn't mean that.
and they couldn't win twice in the next 5 years?
Why not?
Like, anyway, I'm not saying. I just think that they're the Yankees or the Dodgers of MLB. Like, they're still massive. We got
Hey, you guys,
Montreal, probably Toronto, and the Rangers would be the most recognized NHL franchises.
You guys talk about yourself for a sec. I gotta go.
Tinkle?
No, I forgot the dog. He's outside apparently.
you scolded your children.
Even the one that likes the cold is like, "Hey, Tubby,
Yo,
let's go." So,
okay, I got you. So when you were in Buffalo, you would have seen the whole Leaf thing up close and personal. It's easy to hate. Like, it totally is. You talked about that series where everyone's already written you off before you played game one. Never mind the whole Hasek scare, but that's the other side. That's what makes him such a great villain. It is Goliath, right?
100%. And if you do, like, they'll get criticized for being hard on or too pressure packed. And I'm like, I don't get that, because the pressure should come from within yourself and your teammates and your coaches and your management that you're supposed to win the Stanley Cup, right? Like, outside pressure shouldn't be, if the outside pressure is stronger than your will to want to win, then yeah, maybe it doesn't work out. But when you are winning, where would it be better?
Yeah. No, it's definitely a place. If it was losing, you'd be like, this is getting tiring, but
yeah,
it shouldn't be comfy losing anywhere.
Exactly. Like, if your approach is, I just want to have quiet and ease, and there are guys that like that, then maybe it's not the spot for you. But I would think that most people are like, yeah, I want to go and win. We got a chance to win. This is the Toronto Maple Leafs. They're on my list.
So can you compare and contrast sort of in that lens? Like, you start your career in Florida, it would be hard to get recognized in Florida, given how, off the radar hockey is as an interest sport in that area to begin with.
Yeah.
And then you finish your career in Calgary with 04, where you may as well have been Tom Cruise probably for a year and a half of your life.
Well, it's size of city matters, but yeah, we went to the finals in each city, Florida, Buffalo, and Calgary. Well, in Florida, people supported the team and were passionate about it and excited, but you're not walking down the beach, people calling out your name. Right? Like, you're not going to a movie theater. Like, if you went in here during the 04 run, and you walk into a movie theater, people are like, hey, good luck. Well, no, that's not happening. And it's not good or bad. I don't care. There's not a preference for one or the other. The point is, we wanted to win as teams. So you take on some of the responsibility of winning for your city, but it's not... I don't know. Again, if you're losing, the pressure will ratchet up. It's the same here.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we're all saying, well, we were content for this team to start losing. Yeah, for us, it's easy. But after 2 or 3 years of it, there would be people that run into players in the store and be like, dude, like, let's go. Like, we've waited long enough. Start winning. Right? Like, if you're losing anywhere, you shouldn't be loving life.
How are the dogs?
Yeah.
Dead?
No, he's fine.
Fireplace?
No, he was just kind of sitting there. Yeah, could you let me in? I mean, I'm fine, but could let me in. He's a very good boy. He's a very good boy. He's very happy. Oh, we're going outside? Okay, yeah, let's go outside. Oh, we're going inside? Oh, okay, let's go inside. Let's go inside. He's fine. He's fine.
Dumb dog.
7 o'clock game.
I don't know. It's up to Toronto.
Yeah, that's right. So, boy, that's a late one for those guys out there. Golly, jeez.
Be happy.
Lots of prayers, Dean.
T's and P's indeed. Man.
They got a couple injury issues tonight. OEL and Marner are both not confirmed to play. So they it's game time decision. We'll see what happens. There should be stepping on the ice right now for skate. We'll start getting some tweets about that nonsense.
All right. How good's Rosie, though, eh?
The best.
Yeah, like Rosie a lot.
When you die in a windsurfing accident, Rhett, we'll probably have to give him the tap.
Well, what was that thing the other day?
What thing?
The skateboard on the ice thing.
Yeah. We got more of that. We got
I
more
ordered
crazy
one of
sports.
those coming.
Did
so
you
I
order
might-
one? Yeah,
I
one
could
of
run
those
into some
things that
rock.
you don't know what they're called. Where did you buy that thing? You
Skateboarding.
don't know what it's called.
Ice
Yeah.
skateboarding.
Yeah. Thing I don't know what it's called.com. Yeah, that's how that goes. Hey, you know what this weekend is? There's something going on this weekend. I think it's
Saturday?
on Sunday. It's going to be on the TV, and they're going to be throwing and catching and probably some touchdowns and that sort of thing. Hoo-hoo. No plans? Now you got plans. Richmond's Pub.
Oh,
Gonna be jumping at Richmond's. Sports live here, 3919 Richmond Road in the heart of Glamorgan. Glamorgan. It's in Glamorgan. Go to Richmond's Glamorgan. Have some wings and a burner blonde from Origin Brewing. They serve them there. It's unbelievable. Great food, daily specials, TVs everywhere, and it will be shaken like a wet dog in there on Sunday. Get your spot, get there early, pay your tab for sure before you leave.
good idea.
Appreciate that. Tip your server. And of course, even tonight, maybe do you have a ticket to get into the game? No, you don't. Well, then Richmond's is the place to be. If it's a sporting event and you want to have a great atmosphere,
Sound
great
on?
food, sound, whang, horns. Yeah, let's go. Richmond's Pub. Sports live here. Got to get back there. Today's Tuesday.
Good
Hey,
week.
Jack, wing day at Richmond's today. You going?
I'm sick.
Don't go. We don't need you spreading
Nothing.
your germ.
Yeah.
I feel like this happened last time.
You're sick a lot on Tuesdays after you get blind
It's like-
on weekends.
Where did you go after the dome?
The ship.
Oh,
See, it's Pinder influence, hey?
there's 14 of those Lugans. I was not there. Don't put this on me. 14. 15, including Jack. I recommend
15?
it. Drop.
It's a lot of Lugans.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, golly. Golly. There was something else I was going to tell you. I'm not sure. Lots of games tonight, eh? Did you notice that?
Well, there's only one last night, Dean.
One last night. Preds and Sens.
Should we dig into it?
We did all right yesterday. We hit the Stutzla and the Sens win. Bang, bang.
Bang, bang.
5 in a row for the Sens?
Is it?
Something
Could be.
that. They're flying, man.
The Senators are flying. Still a bad team name.
Terrible.
7-2-1 in the last 10. They have won 5 in a row. Yeah.
I would
Yeah,
be
yeah.
excited if they play Toronto in the
Dude,
playoffs.
Jay
I
hated
think
it.
that'd
That
be
means it's
fun.
great. Because
Yeah.
if Leafs fans are all up in their feels about it and scar tissue, like, yes. Shoot
Fellas.
that into our veins.
Remember Senators fighting, maybe get into a wild card, get into a playoff spot. They're 2 points back of the Leafs.
Yeah. Games
Game in
aren't
hand
even,
for Toronto, but that's where they're at right now.
Tampa's got some games in hand, but yeah, like they're going to be probably a 2-3 or a wild card. I think they're in, man. And Detroit's coming. Columbus won't go away. The Rangers starting to get hot. Like I'm ready to cut bait on Boston here. I love that storyline. Get out of here.
That has not gone well.
Too many
It's really
23,
unraveled.
24 Flames.
Boston's a level-headed city. They'll take that well,
Yeah, that's right.
probably.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, they're right there. They can
They're allowing
still...
about a half goal more a game than they score. Is that
So
a
how about
formula?
you've got now you mentioned games in hand for Tampa. So both teams have 58 points on the outside looking in.
Teams out. Wow.
Tampa Bay goals for and against plus 34.
Good team.
Pretty strong, pretty good. The Bruins minus 26.
Not good.
And you've got Lindholm and Zadorov long term.
Who's the Calgary area scout for the Bruins? Because you're fired. Like the pro scout that covered the Flames.
Yeah, who's the
How
Western
did you
pro
tell
sc-
us?
Who's
What?
the Western pro scout? What the?
Cam Neely is just punching people out, just coming into the office, crack. What's that for?
Was it
Just,
Rico
I'm
Fowler,
Cam
the area
Neely and I'm
scout?
pissed off.
You're fired.
Steering clear of Cam Neely for the next decade because he's in a bad mood. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Boston. I don't really care one way or the other, I guess. But
I'd rather them out than you look at that list of teams, I'd be more excited to have someone else in than Boston.
100%.
Yeah.
Just
I
like,
could see in Boston.
I don't
No,
think Detroit's exciting, but for playoff hockey to get into that new building for the first time, that stadium would go nuts. Columbus is the Cinderella story. That'd be fun. And yeah, like Ottawa, you kidding me? New owner, Battle of Ontario potentially. That would be freaking awesome.
The Habs and their good fortune is kind of tailed off.
Yeah.
It looks like it's kind of come back down to earth. Maybe the GM knew what he was talking about there.
Lost 3 in a row.
What about in the West, fellas? St. Louis, they had lost. I think they had lost 4 in a row, but then got a win the other night. Utah does not look very good right now.
No.
Anaheim, oddly,
They're coming.
they're okay. Where the hell I had that? Let me find a stat for you because I know you love stats, eh?
Love
like
stats, Dean. AI stats.
Ducks have won 4 of 5. This is probably true of a lot of teams, I guess, in fairness, but I don't know if you think of the Ducks in this fashion. They are 21-0-2 when scoring 3 or more goals.
I think we had that stat with the Flames and the Leafs too. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like that's 0 regulation losses in 23 is not a crazy number.
No,
And
you're right.
with a young team, if you can start 21-0-2 when they score 3 or more. And
Gibson's played well. Dostal's really good. Trouba probably helps them a bunch.
that said, I don't want the Ducks in either.
They're too far back.
They're not.
The uniforms are awful. They're young. They're going to get there. Sorry, can you throw that back up, Jack? Sorry. But depending on what Vancouver does and how they handle this situation they're in, are there more trades? Are they done? They're right there. But if St. Louis, they're already 7 back.
Yeah.
Boy,
it's tough.
those
Yeah.
2 games, Rhett? Those 2 against the Blue Jays.
Buried. You'd be in
11 up. Jeez.
And if the Utahs don't go on a run, if Calgary can just kind of tread some water, be a little bit better.
Feels like
They're
a two-horse
also-
race, doesn't it?
Yeah, and they're also, where are they today? 1 point back of the Kings. Kings have 2 games in hand, but it's not been a great run for Los Angeles here as of late.
Colorado.
Yes, yeah.
Does it really matter if you're all called 1 or 2? I'm not sure. It's like you're getting a division leader either way, but
No, I guess I'm just
Good.
in terms of, is this a
Maybe.
playoff year for Calgary?
Yeah.
it's starting to feel like it's a rated coin toss neighborhood, right? Like it's a 2-horse race in my mind. It's Calgary and Vancouver. One of you gets in, unless
Yeah.
the wheels completely fall off LA, which we haven't seen yet.
Haven't seen yet. Hasn't been a great stretch, but teams have ups and downs for sure, and it's kind of their down right now. I had a question. So, and then you go back to where we were at the start of the year. What was the over under? And we were all very
81.5 points.
All right.
So they would need 22 points in the next 30 games. 11 wins in your last 30. Could you do it?
Seems yeah.
Yeah.
Seems you can wrap your head around. Question. And this is nothing to do with the standings now. I was just moving on. You guys made a bet earlier this season about Kuzmenko and
I'm
goals.
getting screwed, Dean. I'm getting screwed.
Does that follow? Is it still intact even though he's no longer a Flame now that he's a Flyer?
Didn't say how many goals he scored as a Flame. It was how many goals he's going to score this year.
Okay. What was the number?
I still think Rhett's in the driver's seat here. He needs 10 goals for me in the last 30 games for the Flyers or whatever it is. And he's already missed 1 due to some immigration nonsense. Get him on the ice. Let's go.
Yeah.
Keep him hot.
Yeah. Because the story came out.
Wants to use him.
Yeah. And we didn't talk about it yesterday that when the trade was made, Morgan Frost and Joel Farabee are coming to Calgary and Kuzmenko and Pelletier are going the other way. Well, did you? Peter Hanlon, the VP of Communications, I think that's his title, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. PR guy. Great. One of the best, award-winning. And Craig Conroy got on a plane, went to Philadelphia to pick up the new boys and bring them back. Isn't that nice?
Did they drop off Kuzmenko and Pelletier or make them?
Well, I asked, did you, so you had a couple guys going right there. Did you, darn work visas and immigration, couldn't get that straightened out in time. So
Fiddly sticks.
Sorry, fellas. Yeah.
I'd love to take you. Have empty seat or 2.
I mean, we would,
paperwork and
That's yeah, we do
you
it.
know,
But
Philly. I can't tamper with you. I can't talk to you.
yeah. But I'll tell you what. That's that's a good team that does that.
That is.
That's a classy move right there.
I
I
don't
actually
think that's a
wondered-
move they would have made traditionally. I do
No.
wonder about that because it feels like a change of pace. I know they sent the jet out to sign Johnny and Bill Arnold at Boston College.
Bill.
Bill.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's look, maybe when you call the owner and you say, hey, you know how we have a budget for NHL hockey players of like 88.5 million and I'm only spending like 68.5. Do you think I could borrow 50 grand and take the PJ there and back?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think
if
you'd
that
probably
came
get
into
more-
it or not. I'm not even sure what the scenario was, but
You get on the list of those private jets, then last minute, one way you can.
yeah,
Get some
just
real
you
seat
gotta.
sales, yeah,
What do they call that when it's? Well, I was gonna go back empty.
Yeah.
So it's-
as Deadhead, yeah.
yeah. I guess you got a dead header going back to Philadelphia.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, now Danny Brer, can you just can we hold this until Thursday? I got a hot deal on a PJ on Friday, so we I know we're done here on Monday. Can we just let this go till Friday? Then I don't know.
How
if that
close are we to having the barn burner jet?
was- Not close.
Does it get?
I don't think we're close to a barber jet ski, nor even a hot tub with jets. So
Or
a private jet. You hammered?
start with the hot tub with
Yeah.
jets.
Yes,
Jet ski.
not just a tub, but
How
a
about-
jetted
yeah.
tub.
See if the Flames can beat the Jets. If we can get a hot tub with some jets in it, yeah, we'll see how that goes. We'll see how it goes. Outdoor dental. I've asked our buddy RJ. I said, "Hey, is that remember maybe a year and a half ago, Pinder went and opened his big yipper over at Outdoor Dental to get the
Remember he was clean shaven and had that nice new haircut?
Yeah. Is that video still because I'd love to take a gander. He says, you know what, let me take a look. It does, yeah. It does. So we'll maybe revisit that to see. Could it be like Obama? Remember when he became president and then a couple years later he looked about 50 years older?
No, it'll
Has
be
the stress of this job and children and marriage, what has it
No.
done to Ryan Pinder?
It's Tom Hanks when he's stranded on the island for 3 years talking to a volleyball.
Yeah.
He hasn't had a haircut for 5 years.
What
Then he
was that?
returns.
Wilson! I'm sorry. That's a sad moment in that movie. As dumb as he's crying about a volleyball.
It's his boy Wilson.
It's a
Jack?
terribly sad. Jack, do you know what we're talking about?
Yes, of course.
Don't of course us. It's Alice Cooper's birthday. Do you know who Alice Cooper is?
No.
All right. Just know this. She's hot. Outdoor Dental. Our good friends, you know what they are? They're an OG day one, barn burner day one.
Mm.
I'll be there at 2 today, Dean.
Will you? Are you going to say, is the
I'll
doc
take
in
my
today?
kid.
Oh, you're taking your kid. Well, say hi to the doc. Say hi to the doc.
They got a little video game room in there. You want to play some old school Nintendo? Check that out.
Tell you what, they got everything there.
banger. They jump on the flag.
How come you know that, Warner? I didn't think you were a video game guy.
I actually don't know. I was in my head. I'm like, how?
What about the underground music?
No.
Jack?
No.
Jack?
Yes?
Do you know what we're talking about?
Yeah, the Mario song.
Hey.
Remember,
What
I
about the
bought,
underwater?
I bought that Nintendo Switch and I got all the Mario games. And
Oh,
I
yeah,
sold
that's
it like 2 months later.
Yeah, why did you-
$400 loss.
Hell was the thinking on that?
Jack-
That's a long story.
Jack, we need to really
Intervene.
I mean,
Jack.
Getting bilked on Kijiji for
getting
CIS
fleeced
tickets.
on scalper tickets to CIS
Sports.
games.
Dean's an expert at this online.
You got a
Buying
Kijiji
and selling.
guru.
Use
in your
them.
presence.
Took a $400 loss about a month later.
It was bought for me and the woman that I was living with and then quickly sold after.
Yeah, that's usually how those things turn out.
Hmm.
Not everyone can come out on top, Jack. It's all right, buddy.
one day.
Back to you.
Hello.
Outdoor.dental is the website. It's a new way in dentistry. They're not in there with a whole bunch of, nurse, could you help me here? Could you please hold the kickstand? I got the car jack here. We got to do that. It's not like that anymore. It's the Soleil laser. They get in there. It's painless.
Mhm.
No stress, no needles, no drills, none of that stuff. It's an excellent solution. If the dentist's office, the dentist chair is something that you just dread, this is the way about doing it. And with the Soleil laser, it's not just for your comfort for the dental side of things. It's also used to reduce and eliminate snoring. 2 treatments, 15 minutes each. It gets the tension in the soft palate, reduces snoring, non-surgical, pain-free. You're now sleeping longer. The sleep you're getting into deeper mode, deeper REM states. More of it, better. You feel better. You're more productive. You're happier. People around you. It's truly a life changer. And you may not think about that at your dental office.
Fair.
And you probably don't at your dental office unless your dental office is Outdoor Dental. Outdoor.dental is the website. Find out more.
If you're already there, right? You may as well get your flappy things
Get them
out.
to shove something in your gibbers.
Yeah.
For the shovel.
While I'm
nothing,
here, I
right?
was wondering, could you just got anything you want to shove in my yipper?
Where's that laser?
Let me play with it.
Do you think it may pew 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 pew?
It's not,
pew, pew, pew. No?
No.
Okay, here's your soft palate. Pew, 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 pew.
Space Invaders. Your soft palate.
What was your first video game? You remember?
That stupid Pong thing.
Was it?
What was
Was
it
that an
mine? Though? It was
Atari
my
or a-
neighbors.
That was before Atari, wasn't it?
What was the name of it?
I
There was
thought
a-
it was Atari, so whatever was bouncing.
Because Atari had the one
joystick.
joystick with the orange button on the corner.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's
And then I
the
think
one.
you had in television or something that had
That's the
the
one. Yes.
just the spinny deal.
And television was the one I was hunting for. Yeah.
And then there was ColecoVision. I had that one. And then Nintendo just changed the game.
Yeah. The NES. That was, I remember being like 6 and we got one. I was like, whoa.
No.
Is Dad playing it? Am I hearing Mario music? Dad!
Beat the shit out of Glass Joe.
That was a
Mike
good game.
Tyson's Punch Out.
Mhm. Tough name for a boxer.
Yeah, it's tough. Glass Joe. I don't think he's going to fare very well.
No, and he didn't.
Thought the generals were due. Let's do the Pinder Report. You feel like it?
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. Got the Leafs in town. Show a little respect.
Jack, how's the Pinder Report today?
The Monarchs.
It's pretty good.
What's our probability of Dean heaving in the Pinder Report today?
Over 50%.
Oh, is that my dog barking? Guess okay. So yeah, it's the Pinder Report. It's brought to you by Village Honda. The Civic Hybrid named the winner of the North American Car of the Year for a record-setting 4th time. Now, here, understand something right now. This is not Village Honda coming out here and being boastful. It's like, boy, they're really talking about this. Is me celebrating Village Honda and the 2025 Civic Hybrid.
Kind of.
They're very modest.
Yeah.
Well, actually, well, now that you ask, yes, it did win the North American Car of the Year award. Isn't that the 4th? It is. Yeah, it's the 4th time that it's won. That is a record. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Has it not won more than any other nameplate in the 30-year history of the award? I think that's yeah. We're very proud of the Civic. That's the type of people, very modest, but also very good at what they do. Because I hate going into a dealership. Oh, you want to take the Jackalope for a ride? This thing's friggin' great.
Jackalope.
I'm not here to. I don't even know if I'm test driving a Jackalope. I don't know that that's what I want to be doing today. Please, could I just? I hate it. That's why I love Village Honda. It's why they're your dealership for life.
It's true.
Pinder.
Pinder Report.
It's game day, Dean. What do we need to do?
We need to get our helmets on, ladies and gentlemen.
Get your helmets on, surf on over, especially if you're on the cover of Surf Life magazine in 1997, to FlamesNation.ca for the latest. Pike. Boy, he
banging
writes
out
a lot.
articles, eh, Red?
Boy, he writes a lot.
He's a busy fella.
And look at this. Not messing around, getting right to the heart of the matter.
Yeah,
The
fourth
Flames
line
need to
finish.
figure out their fourth line.
Figure
It's
it the F
true.
out, Dean.
Figure it out.
Honestly, since Justin Kirkland's gone, I don't know that they've been much good at anything. That fourth line.
I don't know wwhy Pike hates Huska, but
Huska?
Hates Huska,
take
yeah.
shots at him again.
Hot shots.
Sits up there in the press box. Pike, Judgy Pike. I don't know what the hell he's doing with this fourth line.
To be fair, I'm not sure that Ryan Huska's figured out the fourth line either.
Where's
It's
my
been a rotating
laptop?
cast.
Click, clack, 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 clack,
Right.
clack, 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 clack. Rooney. Clack, 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 clack,
Roon
clack.
dog. Lomberg.
Lump. Tick. Clap. Son of a bitch.
Bishop. He's in there too.
Bishop.
Also in there was a nice little layout of all the guys that needed extensions this summer. Kevin Ball, Coronado, Zeri, Frost, eligible for extensions, Erasmus Anderson, and Dustin Wolf. If you want to get a look at the cap crunch and or lack of crunch facing the Flames in the next few years, good read on
You like
Flames
Captain
Nation.
Crunch? Hurts
That's
my
it.
roof of my mouth.
Too sharp.
And then
Yeah,
if you
you-
let it get all soggy in the milk so that it doesn't tear you up,
Small
No, it's
window
just-
there. What do you got? 30 seconds between it's slicing the roof of your mouth to too
Yeah.
soft? Not much.
you need
Stop
impeccable
eating
timing.
Cereal.
You're not a cereal guy. That's right.
Not good
I
for
like
me.
cereal.
It's a lot of carbs, eh? Is that what it is? Sugars
Really
and
neat.
carbs.
You're on
Guys.
American.
Sugars and
Why
carbs.
Why don't we mix up some dye, sugar, and junk and feed it to you?
It's
Starboard, I'd
true.
like to welcome our new sponsor, General
Kellogg's.
Mills. Welcome aboard.
Hey, I'm on a Kellogg's box. Where is it?
Are you? You are on a Kellogg's box. Find it.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's in the pile there. There's
Could be
hockey
anywhere,
night now.
Dean. There's a lot of stuff in here.
Is there? Can hardly tell.
3 games till the break when Rhett's going to take the 2 weeks to dig out one room of his house. Here's
I'm
the
not.
games that get us there. Leafs tonight, Avs Thursday, Seattle Saturday. See you again on the 23rd. Wow.
Frosty.
Are they all at home?
They are all at home, these ones. Yes.
Wow. What a
They've
bunch
made
of fat cats.
Mammoth 6-game road trip on the other side we'll talk about. But
Who,
again, we got 3 weeks to get there.
who wore 16 last?
Oh, I was going to say Zadorov, but that can't be
What
right.
was Bishop just wearing?
61.
One, yeah.
16.
I'm going to look
Who
that up.
was-
Let's
I should look it up while you do the Pinder.
yeah, that's probably the better way to do it. Wolf will start net tonight. Where's he at in the Calder stuff? Well, I jumped over to our pals at 365. Just doing a little, making my rounds, Rat. There are the odds for the Calder.
Come
Wolf
on.
started at 20 to 1-ish. Now there's some articles saying he's a front runner, but these are the books. I think what might help is if, the Sharks and the Habs and the Flyers miss the playoffs, and if the Flames are able to make it, that certainly would strengthen his case for the voters. The voting will be done at the end of the year, but he's been
Flyers and Habs are for sure missing.
not sure about the Sharks yet.
Sharks are out, but I don't know if that ruins Macklin Celebrini's chance at.
Yeah, was he the rookie? Was he the rookie of the month for January?
No, he wasn't, Dean. Dustin Wolf was.
Dustin Wolf was. You're right.
That's right. Suck it, Macklin. Also, more on Wolf starting today in the Calder. I had something else for Wolf, didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay. Standings. Let's go. This is we showed you the wild card. We'll show you the Pacific as well.
Do you want to know what Wolf's home record is? Do you want that
I do.
home?
Yes.
Okay.
Gimme.
I mean, just in general, his numbers are sparkling. 19-9-2, a 2.50 goals against, and a 917 save percentage at home. You'd think, how could it be better? It is. If you're thinking it's got to be, but 13-4-1,
Jeez.
2.00 goals against, and a
Two even?
935.
If it's 0.00, do you need to say it? And I'm not poking
Goals against
fun
a
them.
two.
Well, I feel if you said it's a 2, you'd be waiting for the 2
You're like, are you rounding?
Yeah, that's a
Don't
good
round. I
point.
want all the
and a 930. Oh, are you on to the save percentage already? Just,
No. You're a
And
professional,
again,
Dean.
stickler
Appreciate-
for clarity.
And a
Yep.
944 save percentage at even strength, which is better than Connor Hellebuck's. Tidy. They have a shite penalty kill. That's hurt his numbers.
Oh, way to go. Now we're going to pay him Hellebuck numbers.
I would take Hellebuck's number. A little less,
No,
maybe.
Muddy, stop paying him.
Pacific, what else is going on here? You know, with the Kings and the Ducks earlier today? Kind of. Kings coming back to earth, huh?
Yeah, if the Kings, because they're again what it was. Remember they were going to play them in those 2 games, and the one got pushed back to the end of the season.
Yeah.
We were kind of remarking at their goals against and how it was tops in the league. How are they doing all this? Pretty amazing, given the goaltending and all that. I wonder if maybe it's starting to level out a little bit.
Well, Doughty's back. That screwed them all up.
Daddy.
Downey's back. He'll be good. Now,
Hmm.
I would like to know the Kings' schedule prior to the break. Like, does everyone go into the break almost the exact same amount of games played?
Hang on, Rhett. I'll find it for you.
Right
You
here.
know what I mean?
Oh.
Because if they have to play 2 extra games post break, that's
Mhm.
a lot.
Kings are in action against Montreal tomorrow, Dallas Friday, Saturday, Anaheim, and then they're off until the 22nd. Montreal, Dallas, Anaheim.
So they're not.
Leafs tonight. Let's look at them.
Yeah, we should talk more Leafs. The
The
Leafs
tidy
fans
top
are
line.
they're
Nyes,
tuning in.
Matthews, and Marner.
All right.
Triple M line, eh? Matthews, and Mitch. Pacioretty's back. He's missed some time to injury because that's what he's done the last 5 years.
He's back.
Tavares still playing well, as you heard from Jay Rosehill.
All right.
And Wee Willie Nylander with another 30-goal campaign already with 30 games to go.
Nice.
Nice.
Tonight, game number 600 in the career of Austin Matthews. Congratulations, Austin.
Captain America.
Does the
Here's
shuffler?
watching for
She
Blue
must
Line.
love Austin Matthews, eh?
Big
American-
fan. Loves the stash.
Yeah, the 5-head too. OEL, we'll see if he goes tonight or not. He was nicked up against Edmonton on Saturday. Okay.
I like that
Hmm.
little caution.
Yeah, approach with caution, Rhett. Don't put him in your fantasy lineup. I know you're a big poolie. Wool and Murray, the combo right now, because Stolarz is still out. And again, you see day-to-day statuses on the bottom for OEL and Marner. Yanni Hockenpah. He's always hurt. Kale Yarncroke.
I was going to say it's
From
kind of
the
the
Flames.
Kale and Yanni.
Kale
So no,
Yanni.
no montage for Yarncroke tonight. Damn.
Sadly, no, yeah. He's just
So
hanging
are-
with your living.
So
Absolutely.
it's putting you on the spot. Because that's the daily face-off. It had Marner and OEL in the day-to-day. Are they officially day-to-day? Or do we?
I
know
haven't seen
still?
up yet. I imagine we'll get an update after skate, which is right about now, but I
Right.
have not been scanning the Twitter mentions.
Hmm.
Uh,
Well,
yeah,
you're
I
doing
didn't
the
see
show.
anything. Nope, nothing on them yet. But
Yeah.
well, it's game time decision, Dean. Is it game time yet?
Not
They haven't
yet.
made the decision.
I'll reach out to my Leaf sources.
Hi, Chief. JT Miller has been quite good since he's gone to New York. But Dean, you noted it. It's more complicated than that. Who's going to take the stinking JT Miller banner down?
Yeah, there's a lot of work to be done.
Oh, he's upside down. It's leaving.
Hmm.
Where does that go?
Turn that frown upside down, JT Miller.
Where does that go? Is there a collector? Does anyone have a home big enough to fly the JT Miller flag? Can we sew it into hockey cards for the next 1,000 years?
I think it'll be like a soothing therapeutic thing for the rest of the team. They're going to burn it in the middle of the dressing room.
I was going to say, when they miss the playoffs, we can all meet downtown and start the city that burns with the torching
Yeah.
of the Miller banner. Is that it?
Tell you,
We're back.
they are not happy about it in Van.
No, you were there. They're sour. I bet.
But I told when I went to that wrestling event in November,
chant his name.
chanting JT Miller during a completely different event. They weren't chanting JT Miller like at Shane Gillis the day he
Fair.
was traded.
Russia and Belarus not going to be at the World Championships this year. They
What?
continue to sit in the penalty box.
What about the Four Nations?
Still not any of the four nations, but it does bring into question whether they'll be allowed to play at the Olympics next winter. Will you be down on the Olympics if Russia is not there?
Well, as long as the Olympic Committee's on top of things, I have full faith and will
The
support it.
IOC is one of the least
Yes.
corrupt and above board
they're-
corporations and organizations on earth. So don't worry about that.
Very
Brett.
above board.
That's
Now,
just it. I don't even have to think about it. I know.
Just
the
know they're doing the
IOC
right
will-
thing. Yeah,
Yes.
trust them.
now Belarus, are they guilty by association here? Like, is it?
Yes, they're homies. They're
like
like
Russia's the
Russian
asshole.
step-
I'm Belarus. I'm just kind of hanging out over here. I don't. It's
I don't know if he's. Well,
younger brother. They hang.
do you tell
Really?
Putin that? But we're Belarus. We don't want to.
Or are you like, yeah, we got your back, Vlad.
We're good.
hey,
That's-
Vlad. Yeah, whatever you
Oh,
want.
wait,
do,
whatever
bud.
you say, bud. We're with you. Go
This-
get them.
This stinks. I wanted to go to the Four Nations.
Sabres playing better of late. I saw Tage Thompson got clunked and no one stood up for him. Here it is. As soon as they're 47 points out of the playoffs, there they are. The frickin' Sabres again, Rhett. How many times have they done this in your life? They look good the other night.
They're very. Oh, I got stuck. Sorry.
Steady.
Easy.
All
There.
right.
14 game. Oh, hey, we got more Wayne. Speaking of Wayne, on this day, we have history. Because Wayne Gretzky did something that I think, because he's a pass first guy, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Familiar? Playmaker more than a shooter.
He had some assists. Yeah.
Yeah. He actually recorded a 50-goal season for the 8th straight year as a,
On
playmaker,
this day,
pass
like,
first.
because it's February.
Yeah, because the season's almost over.
That's right.
Early.
You're very
February.
impressed with
Down
Nylander's
to the
30
wire.
already.
Yeah.
That is wild. 8
Are
in a
you
row
a
in
50? Yeah. Are you a 50 goal guy or are you a guy that scored 50? Well, I did it 8 straight years. So
I did it before March, asshat.
I guess.
Okay, you're definitely more than
I
a
guess you're 50 goal
then.
guy. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe that. Let's throw up the slate, Jackie. Big night. Making moves. Playoff races. Oh my God. Wow.
Okay, Dinah.
A lot of blue there, a lot of red. Couple
Okay. Pick her.
blues.
What colors do we like?
There's a lot of red. I'll take the red.
Okay. A lot of blues, some teals. Not many, but I'll take the greens.
I'm gonna go bet
Ooh.
all the reds.
okay. Love it.
Ooh, all right.
There are some gems in here.
There are, Ryan. Tell us about it.
Well, of note, Ottawa against Tampa Bay. That's jockeying for position in the Atlantic. We know
Yeah.
Tampa holds games in hand, but are behind the Senators at this point.
Yeah.
Panthers and Washington's top team in the league against the Cup champs. That's going to be good. Don't mind at all the Canes and Jets, another conference leader against a Cup contender.
Banger.
And yeah, I think probably must see TV or the Canucks right now. They're hosting Colorado. Cale Makar, do it to him, Cale.
All hail, Kale.
All hail, Cale. Not
Yeah.
really into the night games, so that'll do it there.
Don't
Speaking of
take that
jerseys.
down yet, Jack.
Rhett needs the red teams.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Columbus. Okay,
7.
I'll go through the games. Columbus, Buffalo. Is there a red team? No.
No,
Florida, Washington.
Yes,
Who?
Florida's red.
Washington.
Washington's got
Ryan.
red. Minnesota, Jersey. Yeah. Ottawa. Yeah. Islanders, Vegas. No. Carolina. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Flames. Yes.
Wow.
Who else? Detroit. Yes. Montreal.
Montreal.
All right.
Habitants.
$10 to return.
Lane Hudson wants to slash Macklin Celebrini in the neck. He
No,
gets suspended,
Ryan.
Get hurt. Then
He's
then
just a
Calder-
boy.
Calder for Wolf. We got
He's just
stakes
a
here. We
boy.
got to protect, Dean.
I know.
Check out these jerseys from the American Hockey League. In fact, we even got a goalie jump from the All-Star game. We got Logan Cooley and Yaroslav Askarov. But first the jerseys before we get to All-Star weekend. Look at this. Grateful Dead night in San Diego. Woo! I got a concussion just looking at these things.
What's up?
Wow.
It's kind of some tie-dye deal.
Yo.
Look at the gull. He's got a hockey stick and gloves.
He's not screwing around. It's like you just took his little piece of bread. Get out of here.
You know what it
Good
looks
for
like
you.
he's saying? Is that the sound gulls make?
It's annoying, whatever it is. Drives me nuts. Hate the ocean.
One of the coolies, whoever the goalie is that's in the Flame system, is at the All-Star game with Rory Cairns. He and Askarov. Look at this. Pals. Oh, do we have sound for this? 'Cause
Pacific
Yell.
gets a couple. Every single one of these wins is big because it supports round robin.
Whoa.
Pacific
Hammy.
gets a couple of games off, and we will.
Who do you hear there, dude?
Central is
I wasn't listening. I was.
every single one of these wins is big because it supports round robin. Pacific gets a couple of games off, and we will keep on rolling. Atlantic against the Central.
He's back.
He's back.
Escaron's back.
Coley's
He was
back.
First round pick of the Predators back.
And the
2019.
Springfield Falcons
He's
are back.
back. And they're back. Good to hear. I'm still doing.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
He's doing his thing.
I have this from the Dome
Okay.
regarding
Please
Mitch
don't
Marner.
come on down on
Mitchell?
Thursday. Oh,
Mitch Marner. Will he play tonight? Not sure yet.
Game time decision, still at game time.
Game time not sure yet.
OEL?
I didn't even ask.
Okay, very good.
As just asked about Marner.
Okay, very good.
Not sure yet.
no drum
Off
roll.
the record.
Game time. Don't say this on your show, but
Ryan?
not sure yet.
Back to you.
Calgary FC's in action soon this week, Rhett, believe it or not.
What?
Yes, it might be minus 20 million outside, but they will be in Victoria hosting Pumas, a Mexican side of great fame in the CONCACAF Champions Cup.
You know what would happen if the Pumas had to come here?
They would lose.
They'd get their asses whooped.
They would lose limbs. They would.
So why
lose
are we
everything.
giving up? Our great home squad has to go to BC.
I know. Not happy about it.
This is brutal.
I've been talking to Mason about it. We got to figure this out here. Got to figure this out, boys. We need to get
Even
some of those
Buffalo
heating
knows you
pipes under
don't
the
need a
turf.
roof to play in the winter, like outdoor sports. Like we can play out here. We're fine.
You got a problem with this, Pumas?
That's how we roll. Sorry, Puma.
I could never wear Pumas. They're too skinny for my flat feet.
Like
Yeah.
this way, or
They're no too.
Narrow.
Yeah, it's like they're kind of from like athletic feet.
Yeah. that
well, you
makes
got
sense.
a big hoof. So
I do have a big hoof, big flat hoof.
Thursday.
Been carrying a lot of mass over the years, may flatten things out.
More on that in a moment. It's Thursday at 8:00 in Victoria. The return leg the following week in Mexico. Should be fun.
should we go Mexico?
Why not? This time
We
of
got
year.
the Four Nations Cup. We're not. There's no hockey.
Hey, we're Canadian. No tariffs on us down there. Let's go. Ski tricks. Let's get to them. What do we got?
Yep.
We love these different sports. Rhett, let's get into them. One switch
Oh, baby.
onto the swing,
Oh,
backflip, nailed it. Good work, Rhett.
that's pretty
I
tidy.
was kind of hoping he was going to hit his head or something.
Well, there's more of that later. It's okay.
All right.
No, you remember the shinny guy, the guy that like hurts himself on the shins with
Oh, yeah,
scooters
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff? He found a pitching machine that cranks up to 100.
Balls to the shin. Oh. 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 100 balls now.
100. Here we go. I don't get it. Oh, geez. Yeah. This is
Try
life, hey?
To his forehead next.
Yeah, that'd help.
Idiot.
Rhett's an entrepreneur. He's been behind a lot of great ideas.
What does that mean, Rhett? If you're an entrepreneur.
Well, it means you're brilliant,
Yeah.
Check.
hardworking,
Check.
focused, committed.
Check. So, one of his first invention was that lingerie football league. Then he almost went and got the blades. Now his new big startup, it's called Dancing Soccer. Tell us about it, Rhett. Actually, you know what? They've got a video. You can jump in when you need to.
What happens when you combine soccer and dancing? It's called Disco Foot. Here's everything you need to know. Disco Foot is both a soccer match and a dance performance. It combines the basic rules of soccer, but has one rather important difference. Dancing is required at all times.
Yeah, right.
Continuous dance improvisation follows the soccer ball, but also gives merit to what is referred to as the battle, which plays a vital role in winning the game. The sport was created on April 13th, 2016, and conceptualized for the Ballet de Lorraine, a French contemporary dance company Company by Peter Jacobson and Thomas Cayley, two
And Brett
dancers and choreographers who have collaborated with one another since the 90s.
Yeah.
A 2018 TV special
So you like
called
to-
Disco
How did
Foot,
you mix
written
this
and
all together,
directed by
Rez?
Jacobson and
You're the brainchild of this. So this is your brainchild.
Psychedelics, Ryan.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad. Yeah. I've got a disco foot game today after school. Do you think you could come? You know what,
Nope.
buddy? I got stuff after work
Not
today.
unless I'm part of it.
I got to
to
clean out the eaves. Yeah. They're frozen, eh? So, I got to heat them
My
up.
glittery
your
gold
minds.
shorts, are they in the dryer?
Open up your
I don't know,
minds, fellas.
I don't know.
This
son.
support is take it. You should buy a franchise now while you can.
Yeah.
Water your mind, Red. Hydrate. This is Jack at Jasper. We're pulling out all kinds of games on the pool
I was in
table.
the basement. Yeah.
Good to see you here. It's RJ and Jack messing about. Nice cabins they had up there. Impressive.
Not
Well
You
done, boys.
you ruined the felt.
Yeah, I definitely was worried about the felt at the. It's an older pool table anyway, Jack. It was probably time for it to go.
I don't think you were worried about the felt. I don't think you were thinking about much.
Mm-mm.
I was thinking about a drive I had to make the next day while I was drinking water, while Jack was just
Lame.
absolutely buckled, drooling
Yeah.
all over the place. Let's go to Rhett's second home in Florida. Now, I know you like being on the golf course, but maybe one without water hazards. Look at the size of this.
That's a
Oh, there's the
Come
ball
on.
right on its forehead. Perfect.
somebody put it there.
Play it as a
Somebody
wise,
put it
Rhett.
there.
There's a buddy there.
You got a ball on your head. You look stupid. You got a fucking ball on your head.
What if we found a bigger animal than that? Let's go. Back-to-back elephant days. Because Rhett and Boom working on this trick for the Stampede, which is coming this summer. Here's Retro. I didn't realize elephants' trunks were so strong. Look at this.
Oh my god.
Bang. Wow. And here goes Boom Boom. Oh, dear.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god.
Backflip, Rhett. Look at you go.
Well, I mean, look at it. It's using that kind of
Shoddy equipment.
plyboard.
That's not your
shit.
fault. It was just overused. We had to replace it. Guinness World Records. We love
Oh,
them.
jeez. Here I am
You,
again.
you hold new world
Yeah.
records
Dean,
because this one is a
Proud of you,
ping pong
buddy.
ball on a
Is this
hair
the same
dryer.
guy?
You're the this guy.
The same guy.
This is the guy. There's their one.
Yeah.
There's the next one.
What's he got? Oh, I'll just let it play out.
He's literally hovering a ping pong ball with a hair dryer strapped to his groin, putting the ping pong ball through loops.
I'd like to see the crowd here. What?
Yeah, Guinness is there. You can see in the background.
Yeah, no, this is a.
Imagine you told someone you had a Guinness Book of World Record. How would you?
What would you
that?
describe? What would you
record is it?
describe that as? Is that Kron? I don't know what that. I hold the world record. Really? In what? It's a ping pong hair dryer
ball.
ring,
Hair.
torso midriff
Loop,
Kron thing.
groin.
Your groin.
Congrats.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Proud. of
Finally, we're always trying to eat healthier at our house. I don't know about you guys.
you. Is this
but-
where I puke?
Yeah. This is fermented tofu. Here we go.
All right, let's get an official whiff.
What's fine?
Please.
I haven't had any yet.
I smell it.
Let's go full screen. Oh no, we can see D's.
Stop it.
God.
Very much like cheese. Like
Stop it, no.
But it's like it's like cheese that's been left in wine for quite a long time. All right, do you want to eat the chunk?
Come on.
There you go.
I'm so just.
fermented tofu.
It's so sad.
It's soft. It's so soft.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, 2025s are ending.
Ribs hurt.
Excited to hear. Thanks for that, Jack. Eat what you like. You do you, Dean.
That's great. Village Honda, huge selection of used vehicles, all makes, all models, all budgets. As we told you yesterday, they're very happy to have a wide selection of used vehicles. They love it. They love having a lot that's full of pre-owned vehicles. The only thing they like better is if you're driving away with one and you take one and you and you and you. That's what makes them really happy. And they're prepared to do whatever it takes to get you behind the wheel of a quality pre-owned vehicle today. At Village Honda, I know what you're thinking. It's so cold. I just, today doesn't feel like today. Today's the perfect day.
Oh, yeah.
Get behind the wheel of one of those vehicles at Village Honda. It's about 22 degrees. It's nice. Not too sunny, not too cloudy, just a perfect day. Yeah, the car's handling great today. Well, yeah, probably.
Yeah, obviously.
But what about when it's really cold? What about when you need to get from point A to point B and you need quality and reassurance? That's when you know. So put on your parka and get your tuchus up to the Northwest Auto Mall. Village Honda, your dealership for life. Yep. That's how that goes.
Tofu?
No.
Is
I don't
tofu good ever?
Oh, it's hard to get good. You basically have to cover it with so much good stuff that you don't notice the tofu. So it's never it. It's all just the stuff you're covering it with. Anyway.
Not about the tofu. It's about what? Okay.
It's a vessel for things that are better than tofu.
Tofu? Gross.
Top 5 psychedelics, Rhett?
I can't give those out for free.
Oh. The fentanyl czar can't even weigh in here.
He'll be on me, tracking me down.
I thought it was you. You haven't got your signatures?
Just going to let enough time pass before I start talking about a sponsor now.
3.
Service Credit Union. It's the Service Big Share Contest, and it's back. It's in full swing. It's your chance to win $1 million just by saving money. It's a good thing to save money. We all like spending money, but you know what's smart? Rhett, saving money.
Big saver.
So Service Credit Union says, you know what? You're such a good little saver. You know what we're going to do? We're going to give you a chance to win $1 million for being such a good little saver. You become a member and start saving with Service Credit Union. Every $500 saved gives you 5 entries into the Service Big Share Contest. It all ends April 30th, 2025. There's a skill test required. For rules, visit service.ca/win. And they're not out to make this super challenging. They just want it. They'd love your business, and they'd love to help you maybe have a chance at winning this thing. Double your entries when you invest in a registered account like a TFSA or RRSP. Set up your paycheck automatic deposit into your service account to earn bonus entries. A high yield savings account. It's going to fast track those savings. Invest in a GIC. Find out more at service.ca/win. You could be a big winner with the Big Share Contest. Contest ends April 30th, 2025. So you got a little bit of time left. It's February.
Do it.
Yeah.
Calendar's going fast, Dean.
Such a good little saber.
February is going to be over soon.
31 days till the deadline. Connie brings in Rasmus Ristolainen. Let's go.
Let's go. You love him.
No,
Former
I don't
Sabre?
at all. I've hated him since forever. But yes.
Oh, okay. I was wrong about that then. Must have been somebody else.
To keep track of
stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
A lot.
You know what I have for you? This is exciting. Are you ready?
Don't know.
A list of the players who have worn number 16 with the Calgary Flames.
Top 5.
Because Morgan Frost is wearing number 16. We said, who was the last guy to do it? Now, which way do you want to go? Do you want to go from back to front or front to back?
Do you want to just
Back to
randomly
front.
stab at it first or no?
No. Well, you can if you like, but you probably looked.
I have not looked. I just want to say
All right.
Corbin Knight. I could totally be wrong. I just feel like Corbin Knight wore 16.
Well, he may have not the most recent.
Okay. I'm done.
All right.
Jeff Friesen.
Bobby Leiter back in 73 to 76. He wore it. Then Guy Chouinard, one of the top Flame. You go Atlanta, pretty good player. Guy Chouinard.
Good player.
Jim Jackson. Then it was a guy by the name of Brett Hull. Played for the Flames.
Sounds somewhat familiar, but
was his dad a player?
Uncle for sure played. I know that. Mark Lamb played for a short time. He was a
coaching
former
at Prince
Oiler.
George.
Won a cup with the Oilers. Sergei Priakin, a guy who will be behind the Leafs bench tonight, wore it. Craig Berube.
Oh, yeah.
Rick Chernamaz, Mark Freer, Nikolai Borshevsky, former Leaf. Mark Gregg. Now we're going to gets a little bit, then maybe some names people, Corey Stillman.
Oh, yeah. First rounder.
16. Who wore it in your time, Retro? Who wore number 16?
Donovan.
Sean Donovan wore number 16. Then Jeff Friesen, then Mark Smith, then Winnipeg boy, former Moose Jaw Warrior, Dustin Boyd.
Oh, Boyd.
Great KHL sniper. Banked hard, got his Kazakh passport, was playing in Astana, raking for decades.
Yeah. Then a guy in the years that I did radio and we would interview players as they got traded to Calgary. This guy, the least excited player to ever be traded, at least in the course of our interview. Well, Jay Bull was close.
Trade or free agent? Trade, you're saying?
Well, then, yeah, Jay Bull when they trade, because Jay Bull was not very excited. But in the end, it seemed like he never really got excited. But this guy, Tom Kostopoulos.
Non-Stopoulos.
Not very pumped the day we talked to him about leaving Carolina to come to Calgary. Then our buddy Big Earn, Brian McGrattan, wore number 16. A huge, this guy had tons of support from Rhett Warner back in the day. Josh Juris, number 16 for the Calgary Flames.
Don't recall.
Lyndon Vey apparently played for the Flames and wore 16.
Yeah.
How many games would he have played?
2.
I'm going to say if the over-under is 4.5, I feel like I'm taking the under on Lyndon Vey. No disrespect, not looking to be cheeky, but I just kind of.
Lyndon Vey, 4 games, -2, 5 shots on attempts, 1 on net.
Remember, Ryan, Flames decide what we're going to do? Maybe free agency, it's hard to get players to come to Calgary. You can draft them, but you know what you can do? You can go to U.S. college and find guys that maybe were undrafted, but now have emerged as players. The Flames, they won a sweepstakes one time for a guy that wore number 16. Spencer Fu, number 16 for the Calgary Flames back in 2018. The next year, Anthony Peluso said, I'll wear number 16.
Tony.
For a bit.
Anthony Peluso wore 16. So it was 2016, Juris, 2017, Lyndon Vey, 2018, Spencer Fu, 2019, Anthony Peluso. Then in 2020, Tobias Reeder.
Toby.
Yeah. If only he was a little better when he was an Oiler.
Would have made the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, as we know, Morgan Frost, where is it now? From the time Tobias Reeder hung it up to Morgan Frost now wearing it, one player wore it. And I don't know how we kind of missed.
I mentioned it.
Did you?
Yeah. It's the only one I mentioned.
I don't know who the hell you're talking about.
It's our boy, the roller coaster.
Nikita Zadorov.
Z-Dog.
Yeah. Odd number for a D-man for sure. But he's an odd D-man.
Sure is.
Sometimes isn't a D-man at all.
Nope.
No, it looks more like a rover, Dean.
Yeah.
Could care less about the defensive side.
That guy below the opponent's goal is wearing 16. Is he winger? Could be.
Kind of.
Yeah, could be.
I'll let you know at the end of the shift, Dean.
Scored a hat trick in game 82. Must be a winger.
Is he even impeded vision? I'm seeing some erratic play. What's up with 16?
I hope Morgan Frost is a heck of a player.
Wear that number forever, please. Like,
where the number forever be?
Yeah.
Out of all of those players, you have a chance. Not many guys could say this. Team's been around for a long time. You could be the best number 16, Brett Hull aside, to ever wear number 16 for the Calgary Flames.
Well, and to be fair, for Brett Hull did what for the Flames? He was gone.
Yeah, like as a Flame to wear the number, you could be the very best.
Quite good, but left in his prime. Like this, your chance, boy.
Boy, damn, boy. Yeah, so there you go. You're welcome.
Way
Thanks,
to go, Dean.
You're welcome for that. Yeah, Corey Stillman was a pretty good player. First round pick. Yeah,
I hate Stillman because
I know you do.
Tampa Bay and
Who did they get back in that swap? I'm trying to remember. Was that the Connie deal or is that separate?
No, that was the was that Connie?
Thinking so. But I just want to make sure.
Conroy and the Stillman deal. But here's the thing, Red. Maybe it balances out. Like, yes, was Corey Stillman a Tampa Bay Lightning when they beat the Flames?
Mm-hmm.
He was. 2 years later, was a Carolina Hurricane when they beat the Oilers.
Yeah, that's Evie Stevie.
Love you still.
Attaboy.
Yeah, totally won you back. Totally won you back.
So the two best 16s of all time were both traded to St. Louis. Is that right?
Yeah, sounds like it. I mean,
Craig Conroy in a 7th to turn into David Moss. There it is.
Mosser.
What a deal.
25.
So fast. Look at me fall down all the time. Look how fast I'm going.
Spinning, and I'm going to fall down.
Gus, sharpen my skates. I'm falling down all the time. What is this, 3/4? I want a half inch. Gus.
5/8. It's a good 7th rounder.
Very thirsty, guys. I just need to take a quick sip of my beverage.
Very braggy, Dean. Showy.
Those
hot or cold today?
Today it's cold, and it's so cold. Ooh. How does it know?
Refreshing.
How many of those do you have?
It's got a whole catalog.
My goodness.
Well,
I
I've got
swiped a whole bunch from.
Got the Rambler in there. Got that guy. And I've got this guy. This guy comes on the road with me when I go. It fits perfect into the drinky holder that I got there. And I got this guy. This is the 1.5 late, which has
That's
the nice.
what you put your pops in.
Put my pops when I'm watching, when it's game night, and I want to have a nice beverage that lasts the whole game, nice and brisk.
Like tonight against the Leafs, because you're doing Afterburner, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
And sometimes if that ain't enough, you know what it is when what's good? You got to drink water, right? Everybody drink more water. Don't be a water dodger. Drink your water. Then you take one of these with you throughout the day. You know,
this guy's a gearhead.
You just take a tug.
How much do you drink? That's.
Oh, it tastes better coming out of the Eddie. I don't. It's not. They don't.
It's not science.
Publicize that. But then sometimes you're like, you know what? This might be a long day. I got to take my kids to the ringette, and then we got shooting, and then we got that sort of thing. I'm gonna have to really be ready.
Dentist.
Taking the big boy today.
Wow. Look at this.
And safety, because if you donk someone in the head with that,
yeah. I mean, if somebody wants to step up on you, hey, you, give me your wallet. Where did I put it here? Clang! Again, not Yeti. That's not what they're saying.
No.
But if it comes to pass, then so be it. They got the new barware out. The Rambler Cocktail Shaker. Because I know what you're thinking with Yeti. Oh, so you're rugged outdoorsy, this sort of thing. Yeah, built for the wild for sure. Mm-hmm. But maybe you're like Rhett Warner. Maybe you are a mountaineer and an outdoorsman, and you like to go fishing and skiing and hunting and all that. But you know what you also like? You like a dirty martini every once in a while.
That's right.
You got your cocktail shaker, shot glasses. Grab the shaker, fill it with the fluid of your choosing. Press the press fit lid, twist on cap, and then a shake, not stirred. Shake.
You're one of those flair bartenders.
That's right. Yeah. Like in cocktail.
Yeah.
What was it? Caviar and Dreams. What was the name of the bar? Anyway, they got the cocktail shaker, the shot glasses, and I think we were saying they got the flask, which makes perfect sense for Yeti. The flask comes in multiple colors. It feels like it's going to be that's your groomsman gift for sure. Give everybody the Yeti flasks. You can go online and get your AI. You can get stuff etched right into it. It's awesome.
Oh.
I know more. Yeti.ca. Crave the cold. Extend your ice time with hard-hitting gear that's built to honor the toughest sport on earth. Hashtag crave the cold. Hashtag built for the wild. Yeti.ca.
Flanagan's Cocktails and Dreams.
Cocktails and Dreams. Flanagan. That Flanagan was a bit of a dick. Because Tom, he got a little,
Grabby?
intimate with, what was her name? What was her name? The brunette. But then Flanagan,
Is he all jealous?
he ended up taking her to bed to show Tom Cruise, to teach him a lesson. He's like, you dirty dog. Why would you do that? I thought we were buddies. And you went and...
Sean?
Yeah. What was it? Gina Gershon?
That's the actress that was in the bed there. Yeah.
Yeah. That was her. But you know who else was in that movie? You talk about, you know what? When you go back in life and you think, who was a crush that you had when you were a kid?
Oh, God.
GD, Elizabeth Shue.
How you doing over there, Dean? You all right?
Glad I have a cold drink just to cool me off.
And now she's watching you on the big screen.
That's right.
Watching me.
Roll a reversal.
Sorry, Liz. I'm taking now. You missed your chance, baby.
Times are tough.
You could have had a bunch of Yetis, just like me, if you played your cards right.
Coral? Was her name Coral?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And you know what? And it gets spoiler. Jack, have you ever seen the movie Cocktail?
No.
Why do you say it like that?
Because I feel like I say no way too many times.
Came out in 1988. Come on, Jack. How old were you?
Heyday, Rhett. 88. What a
So
year.
good.
What a year.
Cocktail.
Man, yeah, she was hot.
Yeah. Tagline was, when he pours, he reigns.
It was a big deal because you know what they did? They started doing the old bottle flipping.
Fancy.
Pouring the drinks. That sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So then a bunch of people, well, we got to go to this bar and check out these crazy bartenders.
Yeah.
And then this sweet little Coral got mixed up with Tom Cruise, and oops,
Look out.
Tom slid one by the goalie. Uh-oh.
Trouble.
Out of wedlock.
Tickly, tickly on the bed.
Her dad was not very impressed.
Is that
You
Flanagan
son
or
of a
somebody else?
gun. What did you do to my daughter, you dirty dog?
Well, I'll show you. We just did this one over right here.
Actually, it was, I believe they call that the Eiffel Tower. I don't, I'm not going to say anymore. I'm not going to say anymore because
Spoiler alert.
you're going to want to go and watch this movie. Just know this, that father. That's me wagging my finger. For those that aren't watching, I'm wagging.
Right. Yeah, you're wagging right now. Still wagging.
Do you really love your daughter? Because it doesn't feel like it. Not nice. Not nice.
Yeah. Be more like Dean. Don't say no to anything.
It's going to be a conversation when little Miss gets home from school. She was in the office this morning, apparently.
Office.
Yeah.
Dear.
That sounds like trouble for the little one.
Doesn't happen often, but it's today's one of those days. Yeah,
I feel like you'll have eaten.
You're right. He'll probably, don't do that again, Kay. Okay, Dad.
Now let's go get ice cream.
You're still a good kid. I'm not a good kid. Come here. Yes, you are. Booster juice. Oh, booster juice. 2025 is about being healthy, making smart choices, being better. Be a better person.
Let's go.
And maybe you're not going to treat other people nicely or whatever. If all you do is start being a little more healthy and having more booster juice, we're going to allow it here on Barn Burner. That's okay with us. Refresh, refuel, re-energize. Use the app for booster rewards. Earn, order, and enjoy. Then all of a sudden, look at all these. I got all these berry points. I can now use it. I won't lie. I had one last week.
What flavor?
I don't remember.
Because you said your daughter likes the funky monkey or whatever that thing.
Yeah, it was a mango deal. Had some mango stuff in there. It was real good. I said, "Get protein powder." Yep, let's do that. Let's do that. Nutritious smoothies, drinks, and food that will get you through your day. Get the app. Go to the App Store.
Jack needs to get on this. This is embarrassing. One night
You
out.
do need some booster
Get some
juice, Jack.
nutrients.
Smarten up. Start treating yourself right. Be healthy. Turn
Stop
your
eating
life
microwave
around.
food. Let's get something healthy into
You
Jack.
guys are jinxing yourselves. You don't send out that kind of karma.
What's that? What do you mean?
Trying to help Jack here? That's good karma.
No, you're going to get it now.
Trying to help Jack. Just trying to steer him straight.
You're making light of his situation.
Not making light. Just telling you about booster juice. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing. Booster juice. Go to the App Store. Is it called an App Store when you're an Android guy? You're an Android guy, Pinder.
We all know it's just go to the Play Store.
Go to the place to get the apps.
Yeah, go to the place.
Mm-hmm.
And put in the search. You know what you put in there? Booster juice.
Yep.
Booster juice. It's a great name, eh? Kind of rhymes.
Yeah.
Booster juice. Rolls off the tongue. Gives you a boost. It's good marketing. Well done, Booster Juice.
Good
Plus,
work,
the
guys.
product's real good, too. Love it. Real
Very
nice.
points.
You know what we're going to do right now? A little fun thing before we do our 365 bets.
Okay.
Just to stretch the show out a little bit longer. We did number 16. I don't know what you're saying. You got a guy right there. Played for the Flames. Why wouldn't we do that?
You can do this tomorrow, You're just being a dick.
Or in 2 weeks. The 2 weeks that we have no.
Yeah, that's a good time. Let's put it on the
Number
shelf.
44. Who's the best, greatest number 44 of all time for the Calgary Flames? Maybe Morgan Frost will be the best 16. There's no way to know. We got to wait.
Matt
We gotta wait.
Barkowski.
He's going to have to sign a deal. He's an RFA. God, it's stink if he didn't. They couldn't get a deal done. They'll get it done. Conroy, I have confidence.
RFA, just qualify him.
It's an RFA. Number 44. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to present the players, and then it's up to you to decide. Maybe Red is. Maybe.
Butler, Hoagland, Bartkowski, Warner.
Shush. Hey, what are you doing?
Showing my prowess with 4.
Don't
That's
speed
great.
this up at all, Pinder. Come on.
Jonas Hoagland was
Yeah.
the first player to wear 44.
Love Jonas.
Weird, eh? No
My
one wore
name's
44.
Jonas.
But it was kind of one of those things. You remember Brian Burke? He did, I know for McCrimmon when he was in Brant, you're not wearing 30, 31, 33
Brian
goalie
Burke
numbers.
in Brandon?
No one higher. Brian Burke was the same way. We're not wearing high numbers. Race car numbers, stock car numbers. That's what they used to call it. Not wearing those crazy numbers. Kind of have to though. Rico Fata, first rounder, said, I'm a big deal. I'm wearing the 4s. It's not a great first round pick, as it turned out.
Fast.
Yeah. And then
So fast, he skated right to Europe.
maybe his brother was really good. He was not as good. Of the Flames had the wrong brother category, Rob Niedermeyer probably tops that list.
Special needs.
Yeah.
It's a nickname.
It's not as,
Niedermeyer. We'll move on.
do you think before things come out of your chip?
It's the beauty of it all.
He's been referred to.
And then somehow, guy gets traded from Buffalo to Calgary, and he says, "You know what? I played with this guy. Of all the players who have had an influence on me that I want to emulate, this is the guy." Rhett Warner says, Rob Niedermeyer is my homeboy. I'm going to wear 44." What was the thinking there?
I don't care about any of that sort of thing, and Leopold had 4. I should have squashed his dream and just taken it from him.
Could you have at that point?
Oh, yeah.
You had tenure,
I could have walked in and, yeah.
been a big swinging D, and say, "Hey, that 4 is mine, punk." Is that what it was? He was already here? Yeah, I guess so. Hey, Derek Morris trade. Is that what it was? Yeah. That was a bad trade. Leo, put the puck in the net, by the way. So Warner sticks around for a while, and then he gets gimpy and overpaid. Leaves unceremoniously. you remember who took
I
the
didn't really
Force?
leave. I'm still here.
You are still here.
You paid to go away. You didn't leave. Yeah.
God, I do.
Stop
He's
showing
off
up.
the payroll.
Man.
We fixed
Gutsy.
the glitch. I thought
No?
we fixed the glitch. Do you remember who was the next guy? You have to remember. Guys, next guy to wear your number?
Butsy.
Incorrect. 2 players wore it between you and Butsy. Aaron Johnson,
Oh.
the former Columbus Blue Jacket, came in. Didn't play a
Medicine
lot.
Hat?
Aaron Johnson? Don't think so. But the next guy was in Medicine Hat. Stefan Meyer.
Oh, that's right.
He came in and wore the 4s. I remember he said in the press, I'm just so happy to be here. I love it here. I'd play for free.
Yeah.
And the Flames said, that's great. But even given that, we're out. I know you'd play for free, but even with 0 counting towards the salary cap, we're moving on. Then it was Chris Butler, who came in the Robin Regeer trade.
Not Medicine Hat. Quebec.
Quebec. Butler, Matt Bartkowski.
Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
Who was nearly in the Iginla deal, but was undeterred. I'm going to be a Flame someday.
Yeah.
Someday I'm going to play for the Flames.
Kind of. Mostly healthy scratch, but yeah.
Mostly, yeah, in mediocre fashion. Then Eric Goodbranson.
Gutty. Got to get a Gutty.
Big Gutty came in.
Got paid.
Made the 4s proud. And now it's Joe Hanley. So with all that said, who would be the greatest to ever wear the 4s? Is it Rob Niedermeyer? Is it Rhett Warner?
Check over there. He's backing up. Backing up. He's gone. There he is.
Oh, darn it.
The great reveal. God damn it.
It would have been very poetic. It would have been nice. And I don't know if I believe it. We just said, there it is. Confirmed. The best to ever wear the 4.
I guess the debate still rages.
I guess, yeah.
Only one to play in the playoffs.
We'll talk about it in a couple weeks. For about 2 weeks. We'll really dig in.
I'm excited about number 57 too. Let's keep moving. We'll have a new number every hour. Let him go. Come on, you're killing poor Red.
It's not time. We got
too late now.
He's got bets.
Yeah, let's go.
Bet 365
We do
is the
need
world's largest sports
production
betting.
meeting to deal with this.
A what?
Nothing.
Open an account with Bet365 today. Bet on a huge range of markets. Download the app at the App Store. Where do you get apps if on the Android, right?
So wide range of markets. Never ordinary at Bet365. Over to you, Rhett.
Where do you have to be, Pinder? You've got that because now you're getting hot under the coat. We got to do super chats. We got to go to.
Yeah, the 44 chatter. I'm glad that you threw it in there. We didn't want to miss that. Listen, there's a big game this weekend, even though I don't believe in the NFL anymore because they hurt me. Hurt me in the feels.
Hurt me.
Anyway, I got asked to do some bets. I'm pretty good at this. What?
No, it was tickle my feet, dog.
Settle down, Bear.
Hurts is going to outplay Mahomes. Not sure.
Hurts so good.
Yeah, I'm kind of going with the love that our boy Frank Seravalli. That's what I'm relying on his expertise and his passion for the Eagles. So Jalen Hurts versus Pat Mahomes. It's time for Mahomes to fail. We're all waiting for it. A team to win from behind. I believe that means if the Chiefs go up and then the Eagles come back and win the Super Bowl, I win, right?
That would be winning from behind, yes.
Right? So lose the flip or give the Chiefs the ball early, let them score, and then take control of the game. Go Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. And I just liked how this looked. It said any other. And I said, yes, please.
Okay.
I don't know how it works, but I'm taking the any other plus 1,100.
He's a tight end, isn't he? Any other?
Yes.
Steve, any other? Yeah.
Any other from another mother? That's what they call him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus 1100.
Wow.
Great
Big
odds.
game hunting, Ryan. Big game hunting with any other.
Do like it.
Do you suppose that it probably would have said Saquon Barkley somewhere in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I could look up the other names, but I don't like any of the other names.
Yeah.
Any other is
Great name.
So that's what it would. Player to record longest rush attempt, and you took any other.
Any other?
Yeah, any other.
Again, you can do your own bets or bet like Red.
That's right. But again, he's pretty good at this.
Yeah, he's really good at it. He
Yes.
doesn't even know what he's betting. He doesn't need to.
Humble too.
Somehow, without knowing what the bet is that he's made,
He's endorsing it.
pretty good at this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1100.
Ryan, what have you got?
Capitals and Jets are your conference leaders. They're both plus money. Let's go.
Money
saying it's
line
gonna be
Jets
easy.
at home are plus
They're both
money?
at home. They're both leading their conference. They're both plus money. Even money technically with the Caps, plus 105 for the Jets. Let's go.
At 365, what are you guys? What are you thinking today?
Good teams. I mean, Florida and Carolina, but still.
Yeah, sure.
If you're going to give me plus money for the teams leading their conference, I'll take it.
All right.
None of them coming off back-to-backs. They're at home. Let's go.
Boy, what if you parlayed that son of a gun too, eh?
Your odds go up, eh?
They would go up. Yeah, you'd need both of them to hit then, though. But it's kind of parlay deal.
That is, what a parlay is, yeah.
World's largest sports betting platform, Bet365. If you hear us talk about it every day, if you're still kind of dragging your feet, you're like, I'm not sure. If today's the day you're finally convinced, then congratulations. And when you do sign up, use the promo code NATION for just a little extra when you get in there. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365.
Never.
What was that bet I had?
Any
other. Longest rushing.
Longest rush attempt. So Saquon minus 150. Jalen Hurts plus 650. Oh, what happened?
Any other?
You're not connected to the internet. What happened?
Oh, dear.
Probably time to end the show then.
Or pay that bill. Get that
Red face.
That's a look of concern right there.
Oh.
Super chat. Proceeds from our super chat go to the youth centers of Calgary. It's a place where kids are welcomed, accept, get a warm meal, stay out of trouble, learn good habits, good life lessons. Because it can be tough to be a kid. We're happy to take the money raised and send it to the youth centers of Calgary. And what it does in the YouTube chat, if you do make a small donation or a big donation, we will show your message on the show.
Yo.
Energized $5 send fan here. Calgary has to us one favor. Beat the Leafs tonight. Nux.
It looks like a brain from my angle, but now that it is a fist. Okay.
Yeah, it's some Nux there. I think, broken English there.
Energized Double D. We got you tonight.
We got you, Sen fan. They want us to want the Flames to beat the Leafs because that will do them
Has to us one favor.
A favor.
Has to us one favor.
Jeremy, $5. Would Burger Brad trade Miro for Willie Nylander? Seems like a tree trade.
No, Willie's probably got all the no moves.
I'm not sure what Burger Brad.
Haskinen's hurt. What are we talking about? What are we talking about here? What are we talking about?
No, I think would Tree Living trade Nylander for?
They both have no moves.
Miramanov. He's saying Tree doesn't know how to make trades. I think he's taking a shot at Tree Living, saying he might trade Willie Nylander for Daniil Miramanov.
I was sure it was Haskinen. Okay, my bad. I was taking this too seriously.
That's right.
Sorry, Jeremy.
Well, he called him Burger Brad.
Yeah, that should have been the big tip right there.
Bitter doesn't like.
I thought it was Pizza Brad. What the hell?
Oh my god.
What?
Vin Balor. Vin Balor's it's a take on a wrestling deal because Vin Balor is part
the Notre Dame Hounds.
$20 for Vin Balor. Frost was my favorite player on the Hounds. Super excited to have him playing for the Flames.
Release the Hounds.
His dad would say he's very excited to be here too.
At center, number 16, Morgan Frost.
Could be the greatest number 16 of all time. Big Dog! $9.99. Go Flames! Flame emoji. Boo Leafs!
Boo!
Thumbs down emoji. Hopefully, Flames Titis posts a scary story tonight. Much love from Seja.
Jack, what's Flames
Let's
TT
decipher this
posts?
here.
You're a youth. What's a
Hopefully,
Flames
Flames TT posts a scary story tonight.
TikTok. Have you seen what the Flames do on TikTok?
Oh, no, I have not.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's like an unhinged meth addict posting stuff. It's amazing.
I thought it was shut down, TikTok. I thought Trump said beat it.
It was just like the tariffs one day, then it was back.
Much love from SJ. Steve Jurgensen.
San Jose. He's
Damn
in
it.
San Jose.
All right. Ken is in at $5. Red Warner is the greatest, number 44.
See, now I'm glad I stayed on the
Who?
extra hour.
I was going to say, see, and I
Who?
went into the 44 discussion. I'm helping the kids. We'd be short 5 being for the kids if we hadn't had the conversation, if Ken hadn't been so inclined to do it.
Impressed.
And there's another 2. Number 44, asterisk Warner equal G.O.A.T. Goat, flame.
I have a bulldog tattoo. I'm gonna get a goat now.
What does
Yeah.
it say?
The Flames.
44.
No, the goat or the tattoo. What does it
Woof
say?
woof.
Yeah. Does the shirt move when it barks?
Not anymore.
Damn, it's getting old.
It jiggles now.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
I saw that one today. I almost put it on. Yes. See you, buddy.
Get the feeling Pinder wants to show in.
I'm good.
Get someone.
No, I mean, we were going to cut it back today from yesterday, and now we haven't. But it's fine.
2:44 yesterday. So we got a half hour, Dean. Let's go.
I was gonna say it's not even that bad. Not even that bad. Plans for the game tonight? I got Afterburner tonight. Looking forward to it.
Who are you working with?
I don't know. I assume it might be Mike Gould.
I saw Mike Gould at the Okotoks Oilers game. Said
Come
hello.
on. Was he doing the play-by-play?
Said hello. No, he was doing the in-game announcing.
Oh.
Number 16, Morgan Frost.
Morgan Frost.
No, not at the Flames game. At the Okotoks.
At the Okotoks
Yeah.
Oilers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different Morgan
Frost.
Frost.
Who was playing? Who are you watching play?
Black Falls.
Are they?
Well, they'd only had 4 wins up until that point, and they beat them. They
No.
beat the Oilers.
That's an upset.
Really was. Really
Yeah.
really was.
Really was. Really was.
When were you there?
That's none of your business, but it was Friday night.
Hmm.
You want to go?
Well, it already happened, so I
Oh,
can't.
yeah.
I mean, time machine.
It's a good time.
I've not been to an Okotoks Oilers game.
Really.
No.
I've
Come
not
on.
been.
A man about town like you?
How have you missed that? Like you're everywhere.
I've been to Dogs baseball games. But
When
I've
was the
not,
last time you went to a Dogs game? 10 years ago?
What time is it right now?
Pre or post COVID?
Oh, pre.
Yeah.
Come on.
Pre was minus 5,000. We saw that on
Pre.
365.
Yeah, pre. Astute Jeremy. Oh, we're gonna get OT. Dean is doing Afterburner.
Dean.
Yeah, that's true.
Beef short ribs, Dean. Got anything for me? What do we I gotta braise these bad boys.
You know
What's
what,
the
buddy?
side? What are you doing on the side with the ribs?
Mashed.
Nice. When it comes to ribs, I defer to you. You're kind of the rib master, really.
Not only the fentanyl czar, but the rib master as well.
Yeah.
Well, if you put the fentanyl in there, everything tastes real good.
No one's gonna complain.
Nope.
Yeah.
Don't do that, please.
Focused on other things.
Yeah, no one's gonna complain for sure. I saw in the chat somebody's like, oh, when are you guys getting noodles back on? Well, tomorrow.
Yeah, it's been a while. A week
Because
since his weekly visit.
Comes on Wednesdays.
Is that when he does it, Dean?
Wednesdays, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wednesdays.
So tomorrow being Wednesday. Did we come to a conclusion? Did we come to an agreement on tomorrow what we're doing in studio or home?
Yeah, I'll just tell the guy that you're softer than puppy shit, and we'll move it to next week.
Next week, eh?
It's real good next week, unless I go skiing.
Looks great. Yeah.
Because what do we? Just taking a look here.
It's cold tomorrow, Dean. Don't
Next week we're into the it's not, but it's not as cold, and there's no games next week, so we'll have fill time. We'll be together.
We'll have lots of time, right?
So
We'll
that's
have lots
the
of
show we're
time.
going to have our guest come in and watch that one with the.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah. Should probably talk to our insiders to see, are they going to be taking time? You know what? Here's the thing.
Are we?
This tells you where we're at with the Four Nations thing. We're acting like it's a dead zone, that there's no hockey.
Well,
there is hockey being played that some people, I think, probably are very excited for, that we could talk about. We're acting as though it's a 2-week all-star break with nothing going on. When do they play? Have we even looked?
12th.
I don't do a Pinder Report. The Pinder Report's had
plays?
plenty of opportunity to get it out there for the people.
Yeah, next week we'll talk about when they play next week.
When's Noodles on?
Wednesday, the day of the 12th. That's if Pinder's right. That's the day they play.
Not.
Oh, sorry. I did. I mean, we're farting around. I honestly didn't even know. I don't know when they play or any of it.
It's round robin. Each team plays 3 games. Top 2 play in the final. So Canada will play at least 3, potentially 4 games. You'd hope 4 for the sake of all the Dave Camerons out there.
So those 2 weeks to play 4 games.
I mean, 4 games per team. So yeah.
Regardless.
Play them
How
every
many
2 or 3
totals?
days. 12 for the final. NFL's playing 0 games in 2 weeks. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah.
Build the hype.
I have a hard time comparing Four Nations Faceoff.
Yeah, it's not, the hype's not caught you yet. Wednesday, February 12th, it opens with Canada, Sweden, USA, Finland. The Thursday that follows, Saturday doubleheader, Finland, Sweden, Canada, USA. Those are the big rivalries.
You just totally
Scandinavian countries against the 51st in the first 50 states. And then you will have the Monday, Canada, Finland, Sweden, USA. Thursday the next week, the championship game.
You hook, line, and sinker. You swallowed it all. Dean set you up for that. You just extended the show, and
I'm fine. Yeah,
he threw the bait out there.
So they play Wednesday, Saturday, Monday, and then hopefully Thursday.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
The old Wedsat Munther.
Yeah, Wedsat Munther.
Well, and if they don't play on the third,
and that's the thing.
Then we could have the summit.
We'll have a real show on the 2. If they
yeah,
don't play
when will we
third.
have the?
Who we sending to Mars with Dave Cameron?
We should make a Four Nations bingo card.
Ooh.
Things that we predict we'll be talking about, or will be talking points.
We should actually build one because it would be fun. But I would like the first square to be Logan Thompson.
Yeah, Logan Thompson, or you're going to need more than one square for the Canadian goaltending. One will be.
Well, bingo has a G.
Well, so Thompson's not there, so he will be the guy everyone will mow.
So that'll be one.
That's the one square. Yeah.
Another one will be, why were we concerned about Canadian goaltending? Another one could be, see, told you that the Canadian goaltending was a problem. That'll be one. Anthony Seravalli.
Yep. Third line
/
role players.
Yeah, role players being on. Yeah.
Petrangelo's absence. There's another square.
Yeah. And then one could be, yeah, but Russia isn't there, so who cares? This isn't as big a win as it should be.
That won't be.
We can work on it.
Broadcast, but people will be saying.
No, it's just for our purposes.
Yeah, okay.
For our purposes. Yeah, it could be good.
Mark Scheifele could be a square.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, let's go to work on that. Let's workshop that. It'll be fun.
Like,
we'll give it to RJ. RJ, maybe we could put up the bingo card, and then maybe as days go by, if something happens, dunk, we could have like a kind of deal.
Totally.
Did you play bingo?
Love bingo.
My grandma loved bingo. Would go to bingo. You'd have like the postage stamp. What were some of the things?
Why didn't you play Hungry Hippo with your grandma then?
She had carpal tunnel.
Jeez. There's when I was
bingo dabbing.
Well, how the hell did she do the
Jack, you ever heard of bingo?
Yep.
You ever been to punk rock bingo at the Ship? That's a banger of a night. Whew.
No, I haven't. Played a good bingo night at Hudson's.
I've about had it with The ship
It's
conversation.
a lot of ship. You're welcome.
Where
ship.
else can you listen to punk music getting blasted? With someone's
Probably about
Under the
100
beat.
other
Hey!
places.
Is that what it is? Like it's
Yes, and they're giving away like gift tickets to tattoo parlors and
Oh,
sex
God,
toys. It's
it's
crazy. All
continuing.
kinds of cool.
How have I not gone to this? This sounds like
know.
something I would love.
Yeah,
Punk rock and yelling and
bingo, and
Bingo.
crazy prizes.
and you there
No, I haven't been in a while, like 10 years probably.
pre-COVID.
It's for sure pre-COVID.
I kind of chuckled almost kind of out loud. You know what I did? I smirked to myself in an outward fashion because I knew when I said that Thursday I would be going to the rink or whatever, but not just for morning skate, not for the game.
Right.
It did make, you know what I'm talking about, Warner. We have, this is a great, it's it's not any better years later.
The worst. This was pre-COVID, you guys.
Oh, it was, yeah.
This was the first year of the Winnipeg Jets returning to Winnipeg.
Hey, Rhett, can you and Boo, we got some contest winners. They won tickets to the Flames and Jets and pregame meal up in one of the bar
Big
things
sweet
there.
thing there, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna go and host dinner. All right, sure. So we go and we have a meal and we host these ticket winners and it's time to go and everybody gets a bag of popcorn before you head down to your seats because of course if you're there you have tickets.
Yeah.
Except we didn't. I had my media pass and Rhett's Rhett, so he just gets to go wherever he wants.
Right.
So we didn't have tickets and it's a stream of people heading to their seats. Saturday night.
I'm not
Jets and Flames.
have tickets, but
This is
That's what
2011, by the way.
Yeah, I did not have tickets. You didn't have tickets. We just kind of looked. So we're going to go to the press box. What are we going to? Well, I don't know. Press box is always full. Take somebody's. Go home? Yeah, just go home. So we went to the rink to sit, and we had a meal. We were in the arena.
Winnipeg Jets first game of
2011
is returning.
And we were literally, figuratively, salmon upstream trying to get out of the building as a sold-out crowd is coming in,
No re-entry.
excited.
No re-entry, sir. Sir.
Yeah, I know. Now we're aware. Do you want to
You
stay
can't
on?
get back in.
Nah, good.
Puck drops in 4 minutes, sir.
You didn't stay for the game? No.
Who gave it to
you
the
were
most?
in the arena already. Yeah.
Young kids keeping
So,
you tired.
I mean, it was a
You're
different
up all
time
night.
then. It
We're
was a
all
different
tired.
time. People don't understand.
We understand.
If you had tickets tonight, would you go?
Hell yeah. It's the
Leafs
game.
Flames.
100%.
Because I have to do the post game show, so I can't go. Afterburner, join us on the YouTubes.
Right, but let's say we moved you to Thursday and you didn't do Afterburner tonight. What are you, 2%?
If I didn't have kids hockey or kids or a wife and it wasn't minus 25, I'm in.
And the new rink was built. Okay, so Rhett's
Oh
is-
yeah, and the parking was better. No, because I would take I would just take the train.
Sports, kids, wife, cold, rink,
parking.
If I had a job with the Flames, I would be there.
Yeah, that's right.
So if you were getting
If I had
paid,
a real job and it was
Like
with the Flames,
amateur scouting, if you were one of the,
whatever,
oh, okay,
pro scout.
pro scout, because you don't want to go
If
to
I was coaching the Flames,
coaching the Flames, you'd be at
You'd
the
be there
game tonight.
even with all those other things, I'd still go.
really?
Rhett would be the first guy to get to about 78 of the 82 regular season games if he was the coach.
Yeah. They're like, oh wow, is he ill? Like, no, just taking a day.
I went, you know what? I went to Mercado. I had steak and we had some red wine.
Fell asleep in my truck.
Hey, that's why you have assistant coaches. They run practice.
It's an opportunity for them to shine.
It's you got to manage people.
I'm empowering them.
If Rhett were a coach, I would love it because you know what? We don't need morning skates. It would be sort of kind of morning skates He'd be wearing his tracksuit at games.
Definitely not suit and tie.
No suits and ties. What are we
Would you have
doing?
a bag of popcorn beside you on the bench?
It's
Just
not
like
a bad idea.
Assistant coach, your number one job is to let me know when I got shit in my teeth for when they show me on TV. Are you
assistant coach number 2? You're
I
holding
was going to run the power play. Yeah, whatever. Fuck power play. Just if I got mustard right here, you need to tell me. Damn. It'll happen. I believe it's going to happen.
Do you?
Yep.
At the NHL level?
I have confidence that Rhett.
He's really playing his cards tight to his vest, like years into Connie's tenure.
I went for supper with Conroy once.
Because you know what it is? When Conroy gets the job, everybody just, hey, if you got to love a job, you need a guy, you got to get. Slow play it.
It's in the weeds.
Slow play it.
It's right here.
Then when Connie's not even thinking about it, that's when you pounce. You know what you need? I know things are going great and you got everything. You need me as a liaison.
Boy, I could help.
Special assistant to the Connie.
The problem is he has to run it up the flagpole, I think, and it doesn't.
What's Iggy?
Yeah, Iggy doesn't want to be involved with me.
What?
And the other people really don't want to be.
You still have confidence, Dean?
It's leaking a bit. Yeah, now that you mentioned, it's kind of leaking a little bit of my confidence for sure.
Yeah, we were going to hire Rhett. We did a little background work. He had his top 5 psychedelic drugs on one show.
Let's see. I don't even think. Yeah. It's too much judging.
You're not thinking about the power play like you should be. Do some LSD, then think about the power play, all right?
You know what? It's one of those things you think you want it, you don't really want it. You got it too good. You're in a great spot.
I got it good.
You're on a gravy
Jack, can you
train
go
with
to full
biscuit
screen?
wheels.
Yeah, go back to
Keep
full screen.
talking, Dean. Tell me how good I got it. Jack, full screen it, please.
Rhett, you are on a roll. You are one of life's winners. You know what you've got? You've got
tuba.
life by the short and curlies. Right there in the palm of your hand. That's what you've got.
A lot of documents there. You might want to open
Oh,
those.
well, you know what? Have you won a Jack Adams? No.
Tuba?
Have you got a tuba?
Yep.
Damn right. Have you got, are you on chartered flights to some of the finest cities in North America? No. Have you got one of 200 ever made Florida Panthers golf bags? Yep.
Bills.
Are you making...
Wipe that off. You don't need any reminders about the Bills. Come on.
Are you getting a 7-figure salary in the National Hockey League? Nope. Do you have a poop emoji on your coffee mug?
Yep.
No, that's TP.
Oh, dear.
I thought it was a coffee mug. I see. Because your other gift is coffee, because then you're going to shit yourself, is what that's... Right. See? There, it's funny. Right? You know who doesn't have that? Craig Conroy doesn't have that.
Toilet paper?
Not that toilet paper. I'm
He
willing
doesn't.
to-
Sure, right? I get that.
Camera's off.
See you tomorrow, Rhett.
You think Conroy's got a plant stand without a plant in it? Nope.
You know what's nice about a plant stand without a plant in it? Put whatever effing plant I want in that plant.
Do whatever
stand.
you put whatever you want. It doesn't have to be a plant.
You know what it holds?
Box you in.
Opportunity.
Yeah, it's an opportunity holder.
That's right.
Yeah.
Put whatever you want in there.
Yeah. Look at you. Hey, life's good. Don't let anyone tell you different.
He's going to fall asleep, I think.
I got some masks from Africa.
Did you see how many people were texting in with love and affection for you? Number 44, greatest of all time. Damn right, Rhett Warner.
Yeah, the competition wasn't high, which I appreciate.
Don't get stuck in the details. Don't get lost in the south.
Disparage Joe or Joel Hanley like that.
Yeah.
Come on.
You have kids who don't hate you, love you from time to time.
He's going to do some mail now, I think.
Some taxes?
How many of those from
documents to get
CRA?
Got a bit of a tax problem. How does that work out when you live in the U.S. and you're Canada? Do they ever
ask Tavares?
Ask questions about that? Or
Tavares is Canadian living in Canada, though. I don't know.
Wasn't he the one in the big fight?
He was over his bonuses.
Didn't Josh Donaldson? Who else? Somebody else just won a court case
Yes.
about taxes and stuff.
I'm trying to remember which baseball player. You're right. It might have been Donaldson.
It was Donaldson
Look
and
at that, my
somebody
kid
else.
got 100 in sports psychology.
You got smart kids that love you. Smart kids, super smart, that know how to use AI, apparently.
Really love you.
We had a great lesson in AI learning last night.
Did we?
Yeah.
Teachers are working right now. They're not listening, right?
That's
That's
correct.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a great AI session yesterday.
Next week, they got 2 PD days, so you don't want to talk about your AI schemes
Two?
on, Thursday, Friday.
What a
Well,
shocker.
Monday's a holiday, so, you got to turn it into a 5-day
Well,
week.
then we can't go downtown next week, can we, Dean?
No, can't do that.
Unless you want to see drunk teachers everywhere.
Talking about like yesterday with my running around. I have to pick up my daughter from school. 3:15. It used to be 3:30. Now, Dad, where are you? Well, I'm almost. What time do you get out? 3:30. No, it's 3:15. When did this change? And she's got a friend on her ringette team. Well, she's already there. How is she already there? When's her school done? 2:45.
My kids are
2:40.
2:40. 2:40. 2:40. 2:40.
What happened, Dean? Yeah, 2:40. My kids get out of school at 2:40.
Kids
show
get
will
out
be
of
over
school
by the
at
time we're-
2:40.
2:40.
What's happening? Hell in a handbasket.
You're getting
2:40.
What they could get out at noon for the amount they're learning.
They do on Fridays. Actually,
why are you upset with 2:40?
I just don't know what are we accomplishing? Because if you used to get about an hour for lunch, that's probably like a 90-minute deal now. They're taking
Recess.
their naps, getting out at
Recess.
2:40, showing up whenever.
Dean should be the new the head of.
You should be the
education.
education minister.
Yes.
Why not?
People don't need qualifications.
This
anymore.
is not going to last long. So
Tell you what, I just want more time where my kids aren't at home. Please keep them longer at
You
school.
should
or
put them
something.
in boarding school. That's the most amount.
yes.
Of time.
Why don't we send her? I did. It makes you're smooth sailing. It really takes a load off when you dump
Yeah.
a kid off at a school.
You only need 2 more to get, and then you're home free.
Yeah.
You and the shoveler can start
You're
doing
almost
zoomies
there.
again and watching movies in the middle of the day.
Yes.
Jack, what's happening in the chat?
Yeah, what is going on?
I don't know. There's people pretending to be other people.
Did you
It's
just
way-
shut the chat down?
Yeah,
No, he
we're-
just
we're done.
hunted some clones.
Wow.
There's people pretending to be other people.
This has been going on for a while.
Yeah, they sabotage you.
This is,
Anytime someone yells at someone else, you're like, that's just AI. That's a bot of someone else. You're like, this all day, all
Yeah,
show.
so they'll go
every-
in, change
all
their
week.
name and their picture to somebody else who's routinely in the chat, and then just start saying disparaging comments. This person
why don't we
stole
just
my
allow
thing.
it? But why don't we allow it?
I don't know. People are very protective of the chat. We have a lot of people in the chat.
Danny's in the chat. Let's throw his comment up. I'm a little nervous here. This could be. I don't want to break the news to him, but
Teachers are not
getting up at 2:40. And my wife is getting home till way later. Oh, dude.
Danny,
Boy.
does anybody want to tell him or?
Take the early flight home from San Diego. Sorry, Danny. T's and P's.
Dean, hit the button. We gotta get out.
Not a bad day, huh?
No, Danny.
That'll do it.
See you, buddies.
Sorry, Danny.